Hello there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi. You can probably guess what I want to do first thing. I want some craft essences. Stares at Kama. Stares at Kiara. Though yeah, I do want them too, but you know, craft essences would be great. I'm kind of lacking in the event craft essences. Hello. I even tried summoning from the friend summon pool. I think I gave it maybe 20,000 or more friend points, but I didn't get any of the essences. You know, so it kind of hurt. Yeah, if I spend like 20,000 points and don't get any of the firefighter spirit, it does hurt. So maybe, just maybe I can get some essences here. But I'd want the other ones too for collector's reasons. So boop. Maybe, just maybe I'll get lucky. Fingers crossed. Watch me just get multiple Yagyu. You know I'm jinxing it, but is it gonna happen? Wait. Well? I should have said watch me get Kiara and Kama in the same pool. I shouldn't have said multiple Yagyu. I just willed it into existence. Shoot. Well, you know, words have power, and I've learned that the hard way. Hello, Gilgamesh child. But oof, I mean, yay, more Yagyu. Maybe I'll NP5 him. I got some nice daggers. Hey, Kiara. Hey, Kama, do you like daggers? Ooh, hello. I got a primeval curse. Oh no, I don't want to be cursed. I mean, maybe it's not a bad thing. Look at me getting a firefighter spirit. It avoided me in the friend summon pool, but it's coming home here. You know, I got my wish of getting a craft essence, so I can't be too upset. Hey there, Uriel. Hey there, my bestie. MVP of Camelot. Ew, it's Shinji. Ew. I'm gonna sacrifice him. What's next? Hello, Jinke. No, I still wish it was Kama or Kiara, but you know, it's okay. I got the Art of Death, as one does. Hey there, Kotaro. I'm curious how much friend points I'd have to use, though. I feel like the other events were nicer to me with the drops for the craft essences. Look at me. I got one event craft essence here, and I got a Yagyu. Well, you know, let me try again. And I'll save my tickets for after. Come on, Kama. Come on, Kiara. Well, Sakura's special bento. I will share it with whoever comes home. Hey there, Alexander. Can you put in a good word for me with your older self? Kid, thanks. Ooh, I got a rhythmed birth. Yagi's hungry for the bento. You know, I wouldn't put it past him. Kuchulain. But actually, no, I should have expected Yagi to come here. He does want local mocha bowls after all. So of course he'd come to my Chaldea. Ah yes, more of the day after. The day after I summon Kama and Kiara. Hey there, Paracelsus? Which one am I hoping for? Both? Both Kama and Kiara. And oh, look at me getting another firefighter spirit. I guess that's what Craft Essence loves me right now, in this pool. A firefighter spirit. To put out my flaming passion. Hey there, Billy. Will it be this time? Hey there, Medusa. Yo, look at all my mana prisms. I can't complain. I got a Spring Beauty. Okay, that's a new one. Oh, I see Sparkle. Hey there, Wu Zetian. You know, I was half expecting it to be another Yagyu. Yay, though, look, I got a Craft Essence. That's an event one, right? I think. Wu loves me. I'm gonna be good and put in my formation real quick before I forget. Support setup. Kind of funny considering I was watching a show that sounds like Wu, aka Extraordinary Attorney Wu, as in WOO. And you know, let me put the essence on. What is this one? I mean, might as well give that. Wee! Here you go, Nobu. Just take that for now, Nobu, I'm sorry. Here you go, Gramps. You know, I'm gonna put in Osaka Behime here because she's good for this. And I'm just gonna keep it as is for now. Boop. Now I gotta think just how much I want them. And wait, I wanna check this out real quick. I just saw this. I wanna see how painful this is, so I'm gonna do it real quick. It's only 5 AP, so boop. Wait, cutscene. Will I get bonked if I play it? Wait, sound volume for this video reflect your device's settings, yada yada yada. Wait, would I get bonked if I play that? I can't tell. I feel some fear now. When it says sound, I'm starting to feel fear. I'm just gonna back away for a tiny bit. I'm gonna think about it. I'm just gonna think about that one. I'll be good and go back to the Ooku for now. Ooh, I shouldn't get bonked for that? Good. I'll touch that later. Or actually, no, I'll touch that now because I have a little cutscene. So boop, boop, execute. Oh. Okay, I guess I gotta download it first. This should be fast enough. Though cool, if it requires a download, it must be epic. Ooh, the suspense. And there. Okay, I guess I gotta use Saber. NP2. You know, this is fine. I'm not gonna feel any fear. Boop. この剣にかけて勝利を視力を尽くしてくるがいいいいわ相手になってあげる You know, I'm rooting for Saber here. Great job, Saber. I'm just assuming that Saber is just gonna win in the end because she's on my side. Cool. Well, that's a fun celebration thing. This was literally the announcement trailer for when Saber was added to Type Lumina. Smart of them to use it here then. Wait, who are we fighting? Ruffian and soldiers? Okay. I just realized I should just use Saber right now, but nope. I'm gonna save her. Like, look at her asserting her dominance with her automatic 200% gauge, as one do. Look at how adorable these ruffians are. Look at him trying to be tough. Goodbye, ruffian. Man, I love how powerful I feel. Okay, they're slightly tougher. Oh, here you go, Saber. I also find it interesting though how her name is literally Saber. I mean, it is promoting, so it makes sense. But here you go, Saber. Take everything. I know she's gonna be able to destroy them in one turn, but still. I wanna make it slightly overkill. And there. Goodbye, enemies. Yo, look at her winning. Yay. Well, that was a good way to use my AP before continuing. Wait, it changed it all to Buster? Oh, I thought you just had Buster. And ooh, Clashing Fete under the moon? I like this. I like it when I can increase my mystical EXP. Actually, I prefer Bond. But that's good too. That's the essence I can also use when farming embers. Gotta put that on my back row, people. Act 3. Path of Insincerity, Part 1. Wait, insincere? Okay, now I get to think of what theme it's gonna be. Floor 1 was positive sounding rooms. Earlier. Just how big is this labyrinth anyway? I'm bored of golf punching enemies to smithereens by now. Then again, I suppose that kind of boredom is inevitable when you're just overwhelmingly powerful like me. The only thing more criminal than my sheer talent is how long it took me to realize it. Sure, Gordolf, sure. Hey, don't just pop up like that. I'm an invincible lone wolf, you know. I wonder what's more powerful, his golf punch or my punch that I punched a demon god with. In 5 seconds, you'll be sorry you ever surprised me. Dankeschön. Could it be? Are you our lord? Oh, yes, he must be. Just look at his dignified gaze. That noble bearing, that stout build. It must be him. Our lord, we have been waiting for you, our lord. What's this now? They don't seem to be hostile, like the other ones. Please, right this way, my lord. We will show you, too, a paradise made just for you. Everything in the Ooku is here for you, our Lord. Our job is to help you recuperate from the stresses of your duties, and we are here to soothe your weary heart and heal your precious body. Ooh, good afternoon to you. Man, I'm just gonna stare at this real quick. I wanna see what are the ones that are being, like, you know, emphasized. Like, do the emphasis have, like, any meaning? I'm just gonna stare a tiny bit. Lord at that be bin. Never mind. Lord at that be bin to 4 in our is from here and. Okay. Great message. You need not worry about anything while you are here. I do like the design for the machine maids too. I want to steal their outfits. Can I make that a mystic code? This is a rather unexpected development. They must have me confused for someone else. But if that's the case, I may as well use it to my own advantage. It would be foolish to go around brute forcing my way through this whole place. Ouch, ouch, Gordolf. That kind of hits close to home because I always brute force. Heh. Gordolf, you brilliant rascal. From here on, all you need to do is let your genius take the wheel. Is everything all right? Are you not our Lord, after all? If you aren't... Huh? Don't be ridiculous. Of course I'm your lord. Who else could I possibly be? Now go on. Show me to this paradise at once. In for a penny, in for a pound, I say. Of course, our lord. Forgive us. We are sorry, our lord. You have been gone for so long. We have missed you. Please tell us. What have you been up to? Yes, of course. I'm a busy man after all, seeing how I'm responsible for the many people working under me. I would be happy to regale you with as many tales of my hardships and exploits as you like. Now, where to begin? Perhaps I should start with the one about my technical advisor. She's a hard worker, too hard if you ask me. So one time, I came up with a new spell that would have the barbecue industry quaking in its boots in order to surprise her, only to have her burst out laughing before she praised me. And then there was a time my administrative advisor spouted off some famous quote out of nowhere, so I scolded him to be more mindful of the time and place for that sort of thing. After all, there are few things worse than realizing after the fact which case of his he was quoting from while you're in the loo. Oh my, this is so fun. Please tell us more, our lord. Me too. Me too. Haha, now, settle down. First I'd like you to show me the way to this paradise you mentioned. Do be careful not to get lost. Heh, I almost feel bad for these dolls, seeing how helpless they are in the face of my negotiation skills. Heh, I must say, having them believe me so fully feels rather good. Yes, rather good indeed. It's that easy to win Gordolf over, huh? Just gotta praise him a little bit and he's like, yes. Ooh, now I have to stare. Okay, sitting room with a stiff door. Sounds like my room where I sit in. Sitting room with an arrow. Well, time to learn a theme. I'm going to go to the one that reminds me of my actual room. So, a sitting room with a stiff door. Boop. The door is really hard to open, but it's probably not just because it's jammed. Yo, that looks pretty comfy. Sitting room with a stiff door. Boop. Hello, hello? You proceed by forcing the doors open with all your might. Look at me asserting my dominance. This particular door won't open, no matter how hard you pull on it. Well, if pulling doesn't work, push it. Of course, this was a push door after all. Act 3, Path of Insincerity, Part 2. Ooh, did I make a right choice? If I'm going the right way, yay! And you know, I remember whenever, as long as it's not a rider enemy, I can just use whoever I want. Once it's a rider, then I feel fear because that's like a boss. Hello, hello. Cool. First time I actually made a right choice for the first time. So they managed to free that old guy who's been holding out all this time, huh?
Forgive me, my lady. I have no excuse.
Well, that's okay. These things happen, right? Thanks for filling me in.
Aren't you going to punish me?
Huh? Why would I do that? Do you get off on pain and suffering or something? I didn't know you were such a perv, Matsudaira.
No. I have no wish to be punished, but it has been my experience that both punishments and rewards are a government leader's means of keeping their people in line.
Oh, please. Do I look like someone who cares about silly rules like that? I think of you like I do all other humans. Brainless, worthless, and utterly hopeless. Yes, you're only human, so of course you're going to screw up. Of course things aren't going to go as planned. Being weak and incompetent is what defines you humans. Honestly, I hate every last one of you. But even so, I still love you all. The love this girl had was a one-time deal, but Parvati's the one who got that pure and beautiful part. Me, on the other hand, I can love all of you, no matter how worthless you are. Teehee? Teehee? I am the god of love, after all. You know, I kinda have to summon Kama then. Because she loves us all, truly, can't you tell? Also, the way she talks about people kinda reminds me of my BB. Huh? You know Cha-Cha? I mean, Lady Yodo too? Oh yeah, she's very energetic. Oh yeah, she's adorable. She's adorable. Well, of course she is. Out of all the 3 Azai sisters, her beauty was renowned throughout the country. You mean, you never met her yourself, Tsubone? Me? Oh no, I could never. I do have some history with Lady Oyo, Lord Hidatara's wife, and Lord Iemitsu's mother. But I don't think the Azai princesses like me very much. So I never tried to meet with them. They don't like you? Really? Really, my father was a retainer for Akechi, who killed Lord Nobunaga, and my husband was a retainer for Kobayakawa, who betrayed the Toyotomi clan. Oof. I'm sure they must see me as this horrible woman who was part of all the worst things in your lives. So, even if I had the chance to meet with Lady Yodo, I think she would be much happier if I kept my distance. I don't have any hard feelings towards her or her sisters myself, but I can understand how they must feel. You know, I see Nobu a lot too. I mean, Nobu carries my team. You do? Oh my, I can't decide if I would love to meet him, or if I would prefer he never even knew I existed.
I was sure you would say it was nonsense. But even when you learned I am now a shadow engraved in human history, and that Master is on a quest to save the world, you seem not the least bit surprised.
Oh, I was certainly surprised, Lord Munenori. But I have no trouble believing that someone as skilled as yourself may be able to undertake such a quest. Even the late Lord Ieyasu became a revered Gongen, a manifestation of the Buddha after he passed onward. Well, I'm glad you were so understanding. To be honest, there are still a lot of things about this we don't understand ourselves. For example, why did Kama choose to build this Ohoku out of people? Yeah, it's creepy to think everything here is made out of people. Or actually, maybe she's a fan of Beauty and the Beast. Yes, I feel the same way, even though I'm just helping you navigate it, still. We were able to meet up with the greatest swordsman in Edo. Now we know that it's possible to save people here, as long as we're not too late, so... We're definitely not gonna stop until we've saved everyone. Also, I want to collect more Shogun accessories. I have my nice necklace and bracelets. Right. I don't know how much help I can be with that, but I'll do whatever I can. Alright, that is enough filling in for now. As we expected, it looks like there are more enemies on this floor. Oh, but these aren't attacking.
Be on your guard, Lady Sesuin. Even one such as you could still be in danger if you were taken by surprise.
Yes, I suppose you're right. Thank you for the warning. Yes, I can see you practice what you preach. You have not lowered your guard the least bit, not even toward me. Perhaps his instincts tell him not to. I don't think he would hesitate to cut me down if he suspected I was up to something. What a good, upright man. Ah, I do so wish I had met him in my deep sea haven, rather than here.
Welcome, welcome, my lords.
Yes, I want that Tsubone outfit. I would give my Parvati that.
The Ooku is meant for the Shogun, our lord. If you are all here, you must all be our lord. Please, please, this way. We will show you inside.
I could tell this floor felt different somehow, but this is still a surprise. Oh, thank you. So these dolls consider you their lord without fighting. What do you think? It does look like we may have an easier time making our way in if we play along. Sorry, I'm not the Shogun.
Yes, I am the Shogun.
I will assert my dominance. Watch Tsubone like bonk me for saying that.
Ah, I knew it.
Hey, that's not true, and you know it. I will not tolerate lying. Besides, regardless of what the situation is, even if it's only meant as a joke, so long as I draw breath, I will not allow anyone to falsely claim to be the Shogun. Aww. Oh, even Mash is scolding me. No. I agree that lying is wrong, of course. But, if it will let us avoid fighting, maybe you could consider this a helpful white lie? Absolutely not. I don't believe there's any such thing. There is only one lord fit to enter the Ooku. The Tokugawa Shogun, who leads all of Japan.
So, you are not our lord. This will not do. This is the Ooku. We are not made to welcome anyone else.
Aw, Tsubone would have given me a head pat for being honest. Well, oof. Oof.
Well, it seems you've rather agitated them. Life has a funny way of taking these little twists and turns, doesn't it? It is not too late. Admit that you are our lord, the Shogun, and we will be happy to welcome you.
As a goddess, I usually like to take people at their word, but this just reeks of suspicion.
If this is a trap, we're not falling for it. If you won't get out of our way, we'll just go on without you.
Aw, man. No easy route for me. Ouch. Ouch. I am not the Shogun. I am not the Shogun. Sobs.
Okay, there's 4 of them. Okay, 4 ain't too bad. I got this. Okay, looks pretty good.
Wait, I wanna guarantee not letting her get hurt, so boop. Here you go, Nobu. She applied some burn cream.
Great job, Nobu.
And there. I don't even have to use my epic Shogun drip. I can't wait to get more accessories. First Shogun was... Or first pillbox was a necklace, second left bracelet, third right bracelet. I'm gonna get a headband next, and then a belt. And I don't know how many accessories. I gotta think of other ways I'm gonna use these.
I feel sick. And it's even worse if I try to keep my mouth shut. Are you okay, Tsubone? Do you need to lie down? I don't mean it like that. I mean this floor. This whole fake Ohoku is making me sick. I always thought it was strange that it had turned into an underground labyrinth, but now it's even stranger. This kind of structure shouldn't even be possible for the Ohoku. Places that used to have a lavatory, are now just hallways, and many of these sliding doors just lead to dead ends.
True, these routes we've been taking are almost dizzying. You know, it's kind of like that one place. You know, that one house that was built for lots and lots of years with lots of dead ends? I forget what it was called.
This floor seems to be using its own bizarre labyrinthine construction to impede us. I can tell how unique it is just from mapping it out. And as a result, your walking speed has been getting slower and slower. But thanks to Kasuga no Tsubone, you have been able to avoid getting completely lost. We are lucky to have such a capable guide leading us around. I'm reminded again how essential navigators really are. Well, I guess my basic knowledge of the Ohoku still applies, no matter how bizarre its new structure may be. After that, it all just comes down to figuring out the architect's habits and a little bit of intuition. It's nothing that impressive, really. Surely, there can be none more familiar with the Ohoku's workings than you, Lady Fuku. Your knowledge easily surpasses the Shogun's or Lord Doi Toshikatsu, to say nothing of myself. You did well choosing the Ohoku's most knowledgeable person for for your guide, Master. Perhaps the heavens are on our side.
I can't take the credit for that. That was all Par. Oh, I just got lucky. But I suppose it goes to show how it's always worth your time to help others in need. Oh, sorry. I guess you don't need me on this floor, do you? I just slow you all down. Okay, Tsubone. You take it from here. Now that you mentioned the heavens... you do have a rather virtuous face, Lady Misaki. What does a virtuous face look like? I suspect you still have some wonderful latent talent lying dormant. The kind with lots of room left to grow. Hello, hello? You think so? I think you're giving me too much credit. You think so? You really think so? I do. Alright, I've made up my mind. If fate brought us together, then I'm going to make the most of it. While we're down here walking this labyrinth, I'll take you all under my wing and educate you as is any good wet nurse's duty. If there's anything you'd like to know more about, just say the word. I'm excellent at cooking, cleaning, washing clothes, sewing, and mediating between the worlds inside and outside the Ooku, if I do say so myself. I can take care of anything that needs doing in a flash, and I'm also the type who needs to keep busy all the time. May I please have some food? Miss Tsubone, you're a good cook, right? Can I also have a nice fancy outfit? Can you make me one, please? Anu, hello, hello? Honestly, it's been depressing for me to go through this labyrinthine Ooku in silence, especially with this bizarre layout. Of course, I'm happy to completely devote myself to finding a way through it, if it means rescuing the Shogun. But that doesn't mean there's no time for a few diversions along the way. In fact, I'd even say they're necessary. Spoken like a skilled multitasker and a workaholic, I can sympathize very well. Great, I've got lots of things I want to ask. What about you, Tsubone? Isn't there anything you want to ask us? Though she can't because we can't tell her about the future. I mean, she could probably ask certain things, but you know, great. I've got lots of things I want to ask. There's a good girl. That's just what I like to hear. Pat pat. Those head pats are practically second nature to her at this point. If there's something you want to know or don't understand, you should ask about it right away. That's very important. Better to ask the way than to go astray after all. So on that note, I might have a few questions for you myself from time to time, if you don't mind answering them. But, as you said before, there are some things I'm just not meant to know. Well, as long as we don't tell you anything that directly pertains to you. I don't think it would hurt to tell you about modern day life and customs in general, or about Chaldea. Thank you, Lady Mash. That would be a great help in staving off boredom on the way. Yo, good luck getting Kama. I hope we all can get Kama. I want her too. I get paid tomorrow, so I gotta think about how much I want to throw at her. Nothing brings me more joy than raising talented people, which is why I'm also very passionate about self-improvement. Now let's move quickly, but not so quickly that we can't have a nice conversation on the way. Okay, Tsubone. Ooh, let's see. What are my options? Man, I love how much Saint Quartz I'm getting. Ooh. Oh wait, Act 3, Path of... Oh, I got extra already. You know, I might as well go to this one because it's kind of implying that I should go there. Heh heh heh. Heh heh heh. Wow, you got comma? Nice. Yo, imagine having like stream luck. Sobs. I mean, certain characters were nice to me, others no. They did not want to come home. Easily, anyways. Or others were still too shy. Yeah, way too shy, like Saber Astolfo. And Waver. Ha ha ha, sobs. There don't seem to be many differentiating factors between these two paths. I think we decided to rely on Tsubone's intuition at times like these. So, what do you think, Tsubone? Oof, Castoria. Oh, that's so sad. I know the feels too. She took all my free anniversary Saint Court. She's like, teehee, thank you for like 300. Yeah, basically 300 something Saint Courts. Maybe I'll come home to your Chaldea one day. Someday. But not today. I think it's this way. As I told you before, my family has a great track record when it comes to choosing between only two options. My family was right in sticking with Lord Akechi and Lord Kobayakawa. Lord Akechi was right in his betrayal, and Lord Kobayakawa was too. Granted, things didn't exactly work out well for them after all that, but that doesn't mean they didn't make the right choice. Now, come on. Oh, by the way, this seems like a good opportunity, so... Excuse me? I have a question, please. Now that's a good hand raise. It's too bad you're not here in person, or I'd be patting your head right now. Alright then, I think we have time for an impromptu wet nurse classroom. Go ahead. Thank you. This seems like a good time to ask this seems like as good a time to ask as any. Or a good a time as any to ask. What's Matsudaira Nobutsuna like? Well, he's an excellent retainer. He's been serving the Shogun for a very long time. Didn't you say you've also known him for a long time, Lady Kasuga? Oh yes, I've known him since he was this small. I feel like it's gonna take me forever to get anyone to 120. Especially since I'd have to summon them so many times too, right? Like, I don't even have enough coins for Jason. It makes me just a little bit sad. He rarely comes home when I try friend summoning. I thought he'd probably be the one, but no. As you know by now, I was the Shogun's wet nurse. I cared for him like my own. Like he was my own, ever since he was born, as Takechio. And since his pages were all with him, all the time too, I of course cared for them as well. Who's my favorite? I don't have a number one favorite. Yeah, I don't have like a top favorite, I have a group of favorites. Like my lovely Nobu, my lovely Arjuna, Saber Astolfo, Merlin, Jason, BB. Osaka Behime is like my spirit animal. But yeah, no like top favorite. Pages? Oh yes, back then, it was customary for boys from other samurai families close in age to the shogun heir to be assigned to him as retainers right after he was born. My own son, Senkuma, was one of Takechiyo's pages, and so was Choshiro, the boy who would later be known as Matsudaira Nobutsuna, so I basically raised him too. Come to think of it, a certain someone's son was another one of the shogun's pages. But he was relieved of his duties at one point after he and Lord Takechiyo had a falling out of sorts.
Ah yes, you speak of Mitsuyoshi, my son. I am sorry for any trouble he may have caused you, Lady Fuku.
A system where rulers' retainers are assigned to them at birth, and they all grew up together. Raising them like that would certainly develop strong familial bonds, and would greatly reduce the odds of betrayal once they have begun their positions. Well, that didn't do much good here, did it? That accursed, traitorous Nobutsuna. No wait, that won't do. A good educator can't lose their temper when teaching children. Alright, Fuku. Deep breaths. Anyway, Nobutsuna was always smart, but I'm afraid I might have focused on developing his intelligence to the detriment of other important qualities. I should have known better. So he's an INT build then. So he's more of a strategist than a soldier, huh? Yeah, his intelligence is too high. He's too big brain. He also gained the nickname Wide Izu at one point after he was assigned to guard Izu province as Izu no Kami. Maybe that went to his head? How is he with a sword? Good question, but I think Lord Munenori there would be better equipped to answer it than me.
Nobutsuna was one of the warriors assigned to protect the shogun. He is moderately skilled, but he always appeared to lack the resolve needed to walk the path of the sword. However, his own skill aside, he is intimately familiar with warfare. In that one sense, he is as strong as the fiercest samurai.
After Lord Ieyasu won the siege of Osaka and united this country, Japan went several decades without knowing war. But then, it struck again during Shogun Iemitsu's reign. This was not a battle between warring daimyo, but a revolt led by civilians called the Shimabara Rebellion. Perhaps you've heard of it? I'm familiar-ish, not really.
Nobutsuna was a general who led the shogunate's efforts to suppress it. That should tell you how highly Shogun Iemitsu valued his abilities. That may be why he came to be one of the few samurai who still knew war well, even in times of peace. Still, I remember the look in Nobutsuna's eyes the day he returned from Shimabara. They were the eyes of a man who had witnessed hell itself.
Master, isn't the Shimabara Rebellion where, yeah, that's the one. Oh? What are you whispering about over there? And why do you look so sad? FGO's the only reason why you passed history? Man, I wish this could help me with my history classes, but you know, it probably won't go over the history I gotta learn.
I should warn you. It may come as a shock to you, Lady Fuku.
Well, now I have to know what you're talking about. Alright, let me ask you a question now. What might come as a shock to me?
Amakusa Shiro Tokisada is also present at the Castle of Chaldea.
What? Hold on. You're telling me Lady Chacha, Lord Nobunaga, and Amakusa Shiro Tokisada are all in the same place? And here I thought the Ohoku could be taxing at times. How could anyone possibly relax in a workplace like that? I'm amazed you can handle it, Lord Munenori.
Oh, it is not as bad as you think. Everyone knows their place and is content not to make waves.
It's very homey as far as workplaces go. It's also got lots of yummy food and tea that helps a lot. You know, food helps in a lot of situations. Yummy food specifically. I think I understand now. So in the end, it all comes down to your lord's ability to manage your people?
Indeed.
Wait, one of your teachers tried googling Nero Claudius to show you guys? And all the images were just swimsuit Nero? I love it. You know, that is top tier. That is amazing. I see. Now it all makes sense. In that case, I think you deserve another round. Pat pat. Not that I mind, but why is she patting my head again? Like heck, I've seen that meme about the Shinsengumi and how when you search up a certain person's name, their fate picture shows up, which I love. Oh hey, look at that. We reached the end of this corridor while we were talking. It would seem to be a dead end. How unfortunate. Damn, I guess it was a bad idea to take the easy-seeming route after all. For some reason, the paths that seem most promising always turn out to be dead ends. This layout is just infuriating. Alright then, we'll just have to concentrate even harder from now on. Ooh, hello, hello. Ooh, let's see. I mean, I guess I gotta go this way again. So boop. Impasse sitting room. It's a dead end. Turn back and try a different route. Nice. I got an apple for that. But yes, I've seen that meme of Okita and the rest of the Shinsengumi. And I loved it. I'm like, yo. Okita is beautiful. In a cramped looking sitting room. Boop. It looks like a big door, but the actual entrance is a smaller door below. Oh, I'm probably crawling through like a doggy door. As one does, let me just crawl inside. Boop. It's an ordeal just to reach the room, but it feels a little cramped with so much inside too. What did you miss? Well, I went through the first floor. Act 3, Path of Insincerity. Part 3, Boop. Man, I'm so sad that I couldn't get King Protea. Or heck, any of BB's daughters besides Summer Melt. Oh, computer, why did you have to break during that time? I thought I could help you make headway faster once I'd made some progress on my analysis of the Labyrinth's pattern. But I'm afraid its layout is still just too difficult for me to predict. I'm sorry. Ooh, hello, hello? Please don't be. All the speed in the world isn't going to help us if we just end up running around in circles. I am sure we would be taking even longer if we did not have you leading the way, Tsubone. Relatively speaking, one could argue that we are already hurrying as quickly as we can. At any rate, analyzing the Labyrinth's data is primarily my job, so I promise I'll be doing everything in my power to figure out what still lies ahead. And I promise I'll be doing my best to help keep you all healthy. Speaking of which, you've been walking around for a pretty long time now. Are you holding up okay, Master? I might be feeling a little dizzy. Uh-oh. Well, we can't have that. Okay, let's take a break here. Let's take a break then. We'll get nowhere fast if we push ourselves too hard too soon after all. This place looks like a living room. Maybe there's a futon you can lie down on somewhere. A futon. In the Ohoku. At this point, I think anything soft would do. What about seating cushions? Are there any of those there? I mean, I could use a lap pillow. Oh my, anything soft would do? So that is what we need now, is it? Something soft upon which master can lie in sweet repose. You must be referring to a woman's body, yes? I mean, yes, those are soft, but no. No, just no. No, I do want a lap pillow. I want a lap pillow, though, specifically. Oh, forgive me. I suppose I was so distracted that I spoke thoughtlessly, even crudely. Perhaps I must have, at times. Perhaps I may at times. May have at times a somewhat lurid turn of mind. Oh, how embarrassing. I just hope I haven't said anything to arouse your ire. Somewhat lurid turn of mind, she says. Somewhat? Somewhat? Well, everyone makes mistakes now and then. Please pay it no mind. I'm more interested to hear what it was you were thinking about. If you're feeling a little unwell yourself, maybe it would be good for you to rest up too. Oh no, quite the opposite. I did not quite understand at first, but as we've made our way through this floor, I've come to see how I might be able to help, in however small a way. Master, you've been receiving mapping data from Lady Sion and Lady Mash, correct? May I borrow the device you have been using to read it, please? Sure. Fine with me. Thank you, Master. Now let me see what I can do with this data myself. I apologize if this is rude, but I'm surprised you know your way around that so well. I'm impressed you know as much about computers as you do about Buddhism. It looks like you're adding some new numbers to the map. Fascinating. What is this data, and how are you evaluating it? That's a good question. I suppose the simplest explanation would be that I am merely taking the impressions I gathered in my capacity of my true profession and quantifying them. Your true profession? Given how skilled you are as a nun, it's hard to imagine you ever doing any other kind of work. Teehee? Yes, I am indeed a nun now, but I am also a therapist of sorts. My calling entailed listening to people speak of their troubles, helping them develop strategies for coping, and covering the traumas they had buried deep within themselves, and then taking that pain away. I wouldn't say exactly know it as a profession so much as I fell into it when I realized just what it was that I was doing. I see. Well, that's not too surprising. I'm sure any highly virtuous member of the clergy would attract people wanting to lay down their burdens. After all, saving people is a core part of Buddhist teachings, right? Yes, that's right. The title given to those who devote themselves to saving all living things is Bodhisattva. That is what I strive for, to do my best to save all living things, no matter how big or small or anything else. Shujo Muhen Seigando, the vow to save all living things. Homon Mujin Seigan Gaku,
The vow to learn as many things as possible. Butsudo Mujo. Seiganjo. The vow to seek enlightenment. These are the various vows I have made to myself. I was simply doing my best to uphold them. But the desire to save others is still in itself a desire. That I once thought of this as my calling only shows how far I still am from enlightenment. But that is a paltry price to pay for one such as myself to save those in need, or relieve them of their own earthly desires. Should it be necessary, I would gladly offer up my body and soul in service to those in need. I recognize those. Those are the 4 Buddhist vows any Buddhist bodhisattva strives to fulfill. Oh wait, did you say 4? I only counted 3. What's the last one? I believe the 4th is called Bon no Muryo. Yeah, Muryo Seigandan. And that it is the vow to relinquish all one's earthly desires. I remember hearing about such things from the high priest I studied under as a young man, so as to apply them to my swordsmanship.
Teehee. I will say only that some things are best left unspoken. I have, of course, made that vow as well, but I imagined you and I interpret it rather differently. At any rate, it is thanks to all of that I happen to have a bit better understanding of what goes on in others' hearts than most. And that is perhaps why I was able to sense this. In brief, the mazes on these floors all feel as though they represent some condition of the heart. What do you mean? Actions and emotions are inextricably linked. Just as certain behaviors elicit specific feelings in an individual, so can this apply to any number of people. The opposite is true as well, to a degree. Creating feelings in someone can help determine how they may act. By way of example, let's say a group of people is exploring a maze, and they come to a fork in the path. It is not difficult to imagine that those most enthusiastic among their number might choose one path to take, while those favoring caution might choose another. There you have it. If you wish your more eager parties to win, you merely place your goal at the end of the path they're more likely to choose, or do the reverse for the cautious. I suppose you're right. So with that in mind, and based on the paths we have seen so far, I was wondering if there might be some rule related to the heart of this floor that could help us determine the correct route. Those numbers I appended to the map are my estimates based on these theories. And if I'm correct, I believe that on this floor, the more we follow our urge to keep moving forward, the more likely it is we'll come to a dead end. I see. Come to think of it, I might have noticed the same thing. I'm just gonna be like, I see. I only went to 2 paths, or 3 paths technically. And the first one I chose based on where I'd want to go. And that was the right choice, so that's kind of a bad sign then. Or good sign, I mean. That being the case, we can plot a way forward that will help us reach our goal. In essence, what we must do is lie to ourselves, in a sense, and choose a path that appeals less to our desire to make forward advances. Now that you mention it, there have been times when we only found a way forward. Once we investigated places like bathrooms and closets that you would think would be dead ends. And then there's the way this path has been anything but straightforward. So you're saying there are laws governing these layouts? That it's not all just a coincidence? Assuming my analysis is correct, yes, I think so. Huh, that's impressive. If this is true, it's gonna be super helpful. This is great. I never thought you would provide us with helpful analysis like this, on top of your fighting skills. Having you as the last servant at Chaldea might just have been the best stroke of luck we could have hoped for. Fluctuations based on fluctuations based on one state of mind, huh? I was analyzing the rules governing this labyrinth's three-dimensional layout on our end, too, of course. But I never would have thought to include psychological parameters that accounted for how you felt by going down certain paths. Yeah, like the first four I got most of them wrong because I went with my instinct. Now in this case, I can go with my instinct and probably be correct. Which is a big oof, considering this is the side where you're not supposed to trust yourself. I guess there are some things that only become apparent when you're actually out in the field. I cannot believe I missed this. Please don't feel bad. It is only our good fortune that permitted me to notice this. Besides, I doubt this alone will be enough to see us to our goal. Some parts of this, I am afraid, I cannot figure out, I must confess. And I expect we will encounter paths in the future that will be even harder to choose between, now that we understand this governing principle. So in those cases, we will still need to depend on Lady Kasuga no Tsubone to show us the correct path. So it still comes down to my intuition, huh? I can do that. All that aside, you really are something else, Lady Ceciline. Between your cool-headedness, your analytical insights, and your keen observation, I don't think you're quite like any monk I've ever met. If it were at all possible, I would love to hire you for the Ooku once this is all over. The Ooku's true attendants are always worrying about one thing or another. If they could talk to you about their problems, I think you'd be able to help them resolve them handily. What do you say, Lady Ceciline? I'd be happy to reward you handsomely for your trouble. Oh my, that sounds lovely. Of course I would be happy to go wherever I'm needed. Oh, but don't worry about a reward. You wanna go wherever you're needed? Let me summon you, Kiara. You played so hard to get during the summer banner. I had to do all your missions for you to let me summon you. I love people so very much. Guiding them to salvation is its own reward. Let me summon you, please. Gasp! Something tells me that would be a very bad idea. Something tells me that'd be a bad idea, but I still want to summon you, ma'am. Oh, that's right. I am your servant now. Yes, master? Forgive me, Lady Kasuga no Tsubone, but I'm afraid I must decline your kind offer to serve as the Ooku's therapist. Hehe. Soaka, Soaka. Kiara really has a huge help. Kiara really has been a huge help, but something still feels off about her. Maybe that's how I summon her. When I try summoning again, I gotta say Soaka, Soaka each time I summon. I get the feeling we shouldn't depend on Kiara too much if we can help it. Yeah. Second one. Like, sorry, Kiara. I want to summon you, but you are very, very sus. Delicious saint course I can throw at her. Ooh, my decisions. Yo, that's a lot of decisions. Well, secret path sitting room. Secret's always fun. Sitting room is treasure. Walls only sitting room. Open sitting room. You know, just because I'm curious, I want to go to the secret path first. There's a piece of paper that says, "Secret passage ahead." I want to see the secret. You ignore the message and move on, and find another paper that says, "Secret passage ahead, really." Oh no, I'm being catfished. I mean, I kinda expected it, but I couldn't resist. There are no more rooms up ahead. The papers seem to be lying. I had a feeling, but I couldn't resist. I am a little sad there were no fights, though. I was kind of craving violence. I'm gonna go to the walls-only sitting room because... why not? The room only has walls and no exit. It appears to be a dead end. Gotta go where there doesn't seem to be a way forward. Well, I guess I made the right choice then. When you approach the wall and look closely, you find that there's a handle fixed to it. I'm gonna go with my instinct for the most part, which is kind of bad, but you know, in this place, it's not as bad as the first floor. You pull the handle and the wall opens up. It appears the door was painted to look like a wall. Yo, I like trick places like that. That's fun. Man, it makes me want to finally go to an escape room someday. Roadblock sitting room. There's a sign propped in front of a skeleton model that says "No entry." Well, this sign can't stop me because I can't read. You didn't see me read that? I mean, you didn't hear me read that? Though a skeleton with a sign, totally not suspicious. You ignore the sign and pass through, when suddenly the skeleton starts to move. You knew that was coming. I'm fine with this. You know, bones are always good to get. Plus, who knows how long we've been wandering around the Oku? We must be hungry. And I like the taste of bone marrow. Bone marrow's tasty. I like it. I've ordered bone marrow before at places. And also, whenever, like as a little kid, I used to just chew on bones. Like chicken bones. Pork chop bones. Just because it tasted good to me. Boop. I'm enjoying exploring, surprisingly. I like seeing the randomness here. I'm so sorry, Nobu, you're still burned. I gotta give you some ointment. Sorry, Nobu, here you go. Go heal yourself, girl. I'm not heal yourself, but go rub some ointment on. Oh man, look at this one skeleton holding the sign. It just multiplied. It had babies. I'm just fighting its babies. That's why there's 6 of them. A bit tedious on the rerun, but you get so much good materials and lots of Saint Quartz. I'm loving this amount of Saint Quartz. Ooh, what are my choices? Do I want to go to a cat repellent sitting room? Or a Maneki Neko sitting room? You know, what is cat repellent? What even is cat repellent? I want to see what cat repellent looks like. I didn't even know that was a thing. Is it a thing? There are rows of things that look like bottles of water. Oh, bottles of water. I understand now. You hesitate to get near them. Wait, I hesitate to get near them? Does that make me a cat? Am I being repelled? The bottles are neatly and beautifully lined up. Is there some sort of ritual going on? Well, I guess pretty bottles are cat repellents? Weird. Nothing happened, but it doesn't completely negate the possibility of these bottles having some sort of effect. Can I drink the bottles? Would I get poisoned? I mean, they could be energy drinks, who knows? Booming business sitting room. I don't like super busy places, so I don't want to go there. No first-timer sitting room. I'm just built different, you know? There are tables set, but the place is empty. You hesitate to go in. Nah. Not busy places are great. Thank you, thank you. I love it when places aren't busy, though it makes me feel a little bad when it's food places because I'm like, I don't want you guys to go out of business because there's no one here besides me, but I prefer going in places like that. There's nobody here, but the place doesn't seem inviting. It's as if it's trying to repel potential visitors. It doesn't seem to be a dead end, so let's pass by real quick. This is no place for amateurs. No place for amateurs? Well, I'm just built different, yo. I'm amazed by all this free stuff without fighting. That is so cool. Oh wait, never mind fighting. Oh, and it's a rider, meaning it's scary. Okay, I understand. Deceptive room. Boop. I like how the tip I got is death. Death for the deceptive room. Great. If that's a sign, or yeah, that might be a sign. Kusabi no Kyu. Boop. I ain't using that yet. Boop. I like these skills. These are fun skills. Yeah, these are great skills. I love them. Heh. Okay, Nobu. Assert your dominance. Also, please get rid of your burn. I feel so bad for you. There. Get rid of your burn. Do the thingy and then comma bonk. Heh heh heh. Man, I want to just keep these nice pill cases forever. My nice accessories. And ooh, Kusabi no Q actually lived. Heh heh heh. There, I did a thingy. I even completed a tutorial mission, yay! Acquired 9th Shogun Tokugawa Ieshige's Inryo. Well, this one's gonna be my headband. Got my necklace, bracelets, headband. Also, delicious Saint Quartz. Sure, you can post your friend code. Oh no, it's a human sitting room. Yo, we're in my room. Look at us, we're entering my room. Speaking of the humidity, I'm gonna look at my humidity reader that I bought. I'm curious, how bad is it? Huh. Maybe it's because it's nighttime, it's not that bad. 46% humidity here. And because my fan is on, 81.1 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, not bad. My fan is actually doing work right now. Thank you, fan. Thank you for making my room cooler. You open the door and an intense wave of heat flows out. It's so hot, you hesitate to go in. Yep, we're entering my room. That's how it is without a fan. Humid sitting room. There are a lot of lanterns in the room, and it feels like a sauna in here. Still sounds like my room without the fan on. You sweat so profusely, you might have lost some weight. Huh, there's no fights yet. Okay, good. Your fan's also working hard. Oh, the feels, especially during summer. Sitting room full of floor cushions. I don't like how they're on the floor. I feel like they're gonna get dirty. Sitting room full of folding screens. Can I punch the folding screens? I mean, not punch them. I wanna jump through them. Like, I wanna make a dramatic entrance where I just break through it. Like, that sounds fun to me. When you open the door, a folding screen appears in the doorway. I'm not gonna even open it dramatically, I'm just gonna burst through it. That is my goal. Behind the folding screen was another folding screen, and you can't see beyond that. It's like a folding screen maze. Ooh, I can't do the weekly missions by doing the event. Oh no, that's gonna hurt then. I mean, I got 4 out of 7 so far. Sitting room full of folding screens. You realize you could just knock down the folding screen. You easily get through. Yeah, look at me asserting my dominance, knocking them over by jumping through them. Ooh, what is this? Sitting room full of wardrobes. I need an actual wardrobe. There is one in my room, but it's not full of clothes. It's full of my dad's tools. When you open the door, a wardrobe appears in the doorway. I need an actual one that's not full of tools. Boop. You can't push down a wardrobe. I can't push it down? Well, I guess it's glued to the floor. You realize you could just jump on top of the wardrobe and keep going. You easily get through. Yo, look at me doing parkour here. Ooh, the main ones are to fight 3 good servants and 3 evil. I should start doing those other, areas. Instead of just farming embers, I should farm, or at least play around with getting more materials, because there's bound to be good and evil there. The warriors did not tolerate cheating of that sort. Hey, that's not cheating. How is it cheating that I'm doing parkour? If anything, they're just jealous of my epic skills. Like, look at me jumping around. They're like, hey, we didn't even think of that. Oh, there actually are warriors. And a maidservant. Oh, and there's only 3 of them? Nice. I like this. No, Nobu has to heal herself again. Nobu needs a doctor. I'm gonna do it that way. Okay, I use this. Oh, now it's different. I mean, I guess there. That's good. Boop. Boop. Or actually, no, I want Nobu to heal herself first thing. Or get rid of her burn, so boop, boop, boop. Or no. Actually, I'll do it this way. Boop, boop, boop. Phew. Oh, sorry, Nobu. I should have just healed you first, girl. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Nobu. I feel so bad whenever Nobu gets hurt from her burn. She's too hot for her own good. Man, these are pretty lanterns. I kind of want one. Ooh, decisions. Okay, this is a normal sitting room. What is considered a normal sitting room? A dangerous sitting room? That sounds fun. A safe sitting room. Are normal and safe not the same thing? I like danger. I'm gonna go there. There's a sign that says, "This place is dangerous. Very suspicious." I'm too curious. I want to see how dangerous it is. Even if it might be the wrong way, I can't resist. A lizard suddenly jumps out from the wall, but it's unlikely to hit you because it's so tiny. That kind of reminds me of when I opened up a mailbox one time and a gecko just jumped at me. Like, that was a jump scare. There looks to be a pitfall, but it's so obvious that you avoid it easily. Now I gotta jump inside the pitfall. A ball falls from the ceiling, but it was made of rubber. Wow, so dangerous, yo. Ooh, spooky. This room feels really artificial. Lying room? And I'm fighting a caster. Cool. Merlin, is it you who I'm gonna fight? How you took so much of my saint quartz? I heard something drop in the distance. Oh well, I ain't gonna care about it. Hello, Kusabi. Kusabi no Roku? Okay, and I'm just gonna use these stuff. Because why not? Oh, I can't use all Buster here. It makes me a little bit sad. I want to use the power of Buster, but I mean, I can do 2 Buster at least. I'll use some Buster. But the satisfaction of using all Buster is gone. Oh, this isn't too bad. Great job, Nobu. Ouch. Man, I wish it was the one where Nobu can get rid of her burn, but oh well. At least there I can use the power of Buster. Okay, good, it was enough. Not enough, actually. Oops. Well, look, the burn finished her. But it's not as satisfying. Like, it's more satisfying bonking an enemy than letting them go poof from a status ailment. Okay, this is gonna be my... This one's gonna be my left hair tie. Acquired. 6th Shogun, Tokugawa Ienobu's Inro. Okay, got my necklace, bracelets, headband, left hair tie. Next is the right hair tie. Then afterwards it's gonna be my belt. I feel so fashionable with all these pill cases. Wait, sitting room without handles. Wait, are sitting rooms supposed to have handles? The door did not have any knobs to open it, but it opened by pushing it. Okay, I'm just asserting my dominance. He managed to proceed through in the same manner. Got a nice lantern. Let's see. Decoration sitting room. I'd be scared of breaking those. Moving to Tommy's sitting room. Yo, I want to go in here. It's moving. It's alive. Every time you step on a tatami mat, it shifts along the floor. It's like those puzzles in video games. Yo, that sounds fun. Some tatami mats take you back, but you should be able to proceed if you keep jumping on mats that go forward. It feels like you're going in circles. Well, this seems fun. You manage to solve the puzzle and get through. And now time to go back. Just kidding. Half kidding. Sinister sitting room. Yo, that sounds fun. What's so sinister about it? A groan can be heard from the next room. Well, maybe the person in the room has a stomachache. Ooh, trickery room. Cool. How am I gonna get tricked? I like the second floor. This second floor is even better than the first one. Look out, Master. It's Kama. Oh, great. You took the honest route here. You lot really are hopeless, aren't you? Why couldn't you let the attendants do their job? You could have been here in no time, if you just let them show you the way. But that's okay. This doesn't change how I feel about you. I still hate you, now just as much as before. Isn't it reassuring, knowing that no matter what you do, nothing about me or how I feel will change? Now don't worry, and enjoy the journey. I am enjoying the journey. Stop talking out of both sides of your mouth. All we want to know is the truth. Alright. You think I'm a liar, don't you? Never mind that. I've been telling you the truth this whole time. Once a goody two-shoes, always a goody two-shoes, huh? Parvati. Well, you're right as usual. Ugh, you make me sick. I already know you hate me. Alright, I'll be more direct then. Is this about me? Do you turn everyone from Edo Castle and Chaldea into building materials for this Owoku? Just so you could get back at me? Heh. Uh-huh. Are you serious? You are, aren't you? Ugh, you're even more of a goody-goody nitwit than I thought. I guess you pretty goddesses really do think the world revolves around you, huh? What a joke. I didn't think it was likely. I know how preposterous it sounds. But I had to check, just to make sure, alright? Anyway, if that's not the case, then that clears up one thing. You aren't here so you can get back at me, which must mean that I'm here only because you are. Whatever it is you're up to, something is telling me I have to put a stop to it. So I'll ask you one more time. What are you up to? Why did you make this Ooku? Why did you abduct everyone? Yeah, why did you abduct everyone and make Gordolf the one in charge? I might not be a liar, but that doesn't mean I'm always completely truthful. If I had to make things real simple, well, I guess I do for you guys. And boil it down to whether I'm a good or a bad girl, I'd say I'm a bad girl.
Is that your way of saying you aren't going to tell us?
More like there's just no need. Even you guys will figure it out sooner or later. Really, I'm just lazy. I can barely work up the energy to do anything. I understand, Calm. I understand laziness. That's why I'm not even going to try and stop you now. Our paths just happen to cross here, that's all. By all means, keep doing what you're doing.
Oh my, how kind of you. Last time, you said your goal was to have us wander this labyrinth for eternity. But now, you're letting us make our way to the next floor out of the goodness of your heart. Why, it's almost as if you want us to penetrate all the way to the deepest, innermost chamber of this labyrinth.
I only meant that I'm not going to try and stop you. You do need a proper welcome at these major junction points, after all, so I'm putting others in charge of that.
A proper welcome? I find it difficult to believe we will be subjected to anything remotely satisfactory.
Oh no, it'll be fine. It's all set up so you become like that naturally. And I don't mean the Oku. I mean all of you. This is the Oku, an inner chamber kept away from the surface, an isolated nightmare paradise that never sees the light of day. I would be an abject failure as a host if I couldn't make sure its guests were properly entertained. Now go on, my attendants. These poor, pitiful humans are being kept down by meaningless nonsense, thanks to Fumo Gokai, the precept which forbids lying. Go on, and let them experience the Oku's full and unbridled pleasures for themselves. I like how when I go to my room, it's also the Oku. You know, I wouldn't mind if the Oku stayed at as my room. I do find it pretty. And ooh, there is 5 enemies and... Yo, look at... Excuse you? Did you just... You just gave me Buster down for 10 turns? Excuse you? That was incredibly rude. Well... Yeah, that was rude. Buster's my favorite! Why you do this? Why you do this? Man! Man, I hate that! That was the worst thing. Yeah, time to use her NP if I can even get it up there. Ha. Ha. This is so perfect too. Look at all this Buster. Oh, that hurts. You know, I'm just gonna use Arjuna first thing because slightly angry. I'm not even using my skills yet because I forgot. I was blinded by my rage. Out of all the things though, why did it have to be Buster? Like, look, it's raising my quick and arts, but Buster, no, no, no. That is so mean. That is the meanest thing the event could do to me. Big ouch. Big ouch. Well, still do the thing. Sobs. That is the evilest thing though. Buster down. I mean, I hate when they lower my gauge. I hate when they lower attack in general, but Buster. Buster down. Evil. Pure evil. Well, look at how powerful Arts is. But Buster down. Why you do this? Oh well, maybe I can get the maidservant down. I'm just gonna use all Castoria here. Might as well. Also, should probably raise that bar by using my skills. Be smart, self. Be smart. Boop. Ooh, I hope you have a nice rest. And thank you. Gotta buy stuff like vitamins, and after I see how much I have left after getting like vitamins, calcium, yada 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 supplements, then I can see how much I can throw at Kama and Kiara. I gotta think first. Also, I wanna buy snacks. It's gonna be $5 Friday. And I love $5 Friday. How many times do I have to say it? The Ohoku is not some cheap nighttime paradise, damn it! If anything, things are much more frantic during the day. I understand your anger, but I'm afraid Kama already got away, so... Yo, this is my right hair tie. At any rate, it looks like that ghost left behind another pillbox. That one was pretty short, and I don't remember what happened in it very well. I could have sworn I just heard a similar sounding voice again. That one was short. That was just an... I just sped through that cutscene, huh? Instant cutscene. I feel sad. I wanted to read it, but boop. Is everything okay, Master? Did you just hear those voices you mentioned before again? Yeah, I did. Nothing gets by you, does it, Mash? Yeah, I did. Except I didn't. I thought as much. Please don't hesitate to tell me things. Yeah, please don't hesitate to tell me things like this, Master. No matter how small they may seem. We navigators can never have too much information, after all. I do not think you are experiencing auditory hallucinations, but whatever it is you are hearing, we are not picking it up. Maybe you're picking up on tiny oscillations or formless remnants that last for only a split second. At any rate, I do not think they pose any danger, but if you hear them again, please let us know right away.
Alright, why don't we start by examining this pillbox a little more closely? Let's see. This one says Ietsuna. He was the 4th shogun, right? Was he the 9th or so? I don't know. I'ma just put the 2nd one. I mean, I don't know.
Sorry, no, he was the 4th. Perhaps we should make some Tokugawa Shogun flashcards once you get back. So that is the name of the next shogun, after Lord Iemitsu. Assuming everything goes well, that would mean Lord Iemitsu's son, Takechiyo, ends up taking over from his father without any issue. That's right, he does. Although, I am a little surprised. Isn't it confusing having every shogun, from the 1st to the 4th, go by in the same childhood name? Oh ho, that's an excellent question. One that I don't think I've ever been asked before. I guess it's time for another impromptu wet nurse classroom then. Takechiyo was originally Lord Ieyasu's childhood name. And since he was the one who united Japan and founded the shogunate, it was thought that giving his descendants the same name would bring good fortune. And of course, there is only one heir in waiting at any given time, so no 2 children go by the same name. So we never have to worry about anyone getting confused. I see. For that matter, Takechiyo was, of course, in Edo Castle along with his father when this happened. And naturally, it is my duty as a loyal retainer of the Tokugawa family to save him as well. Maybe this pillbox has some connection to him? That is what I thought too, so I have been examining it from every angle I can. But I have not yet been able to verify anything. All I can say is that you should definitely hold on to it. I will keep poking around to see what I can find. Thank you. Next to Lord Iemitsu, Takechiyo is the one person we absolutely cannot afford to lose. Oh, by the way, I'm afraid there's a little problem. We've been seeing more static on our connection the further you delve into the Ooku. Oof, understandable, Mash. You know, underground places, bad connection. And since we need to prioritize existence verification above all, we might end up losing the connection at times. I'll do everything I can to prevent that from happening, but I think you should be prepared in case it does. Hey, I've been in the subway. It makes sense that we'd lose some signal the further we go down. Don't worry, I'll be fine with everyone else here. I mean, I've never been in the subway, but I've been in places where the connection goes poof. But, you know, don't worry, I'll be fine with everyone else here.
Indeed. Rest assured, Lady Mash. I swear on my sword that I will guard Master's life with my own.
Oh yes, of course. I will do all that I can to help, at least as much as I'm able. But of course, when it comes to combat, I could not even hold a candle to a goddess with a divine spear or a legendary swordsman. Still, if there is anything you require of me, anything you would like for me to do, please do not hesitate to ask. Thank you. That goes for all of you, of course. Master, Lady Parvati, Lord Yagyu. Yes? All that aside, first is not to kill, then not to speak falsehoods. I wonder, could this Ooku be? No, it's still much too early to say. All I can do now is bide my time until I'm certain. And welcome, welcome! Strange as it may be to think of a god of love, I can tell Kama has another, more complicated side to her. And if that is so, then I find myself in exactly the sort of situation I expected it was. This Holoku is precisely the opposite of what I would have created, but it is indeed a paradise. There is, after all, nothing sweeter than doing what one shouldn't. Just to reaffirm what Mash said, we will make sure to keep verifying your existence no matter what, so there is no need to worry about that. Alright then, let us keep this investigation going, shall we? Acquired 4th Shogun Tokugawa Ietsuna's Inuro. Okay, I got my main accessories. You know, I want to make a bunch of bracelets. Enough bracelets to make it into, like, armor. That's my new goal for these pillboxes. Wow, though, the second floor was so much easier than the first. And unfortunately, or should I say fortunately, the places that were the right choices were technically places where I would actually go to. I don't know what that says about me, but you know, I did it. Proceed to layer 3. And now time to see if I have to go with my instinct or against it. Act 4. Remedy for Intoxication. Part 1. Boop. I can't wait to see how these other floors go. I like it. Earlier. Here, have some more. Your cup is empty. Please drink up. There is more where that came from. Well, thank you.
Ha ha! Wahahaha! I say, I could get used to this. I can tell from the material and the expert tailoring that this outfit they made me wear is of the highest quality.
Well, thank you. And man, look at Gordolf. Look at Gordolf. He's just having so much fun.
And while I've never had much in the way of Japanese wine before, this turned out to be even better than I thought.
Well, thank you.
Now, what about some hors d'oeuvres? Don't we have anything to go with this lovely wine?
Oh, Scheherazade. Of course we do. Here. I mean, open wide. Now say, ah.
Delish. Delish.
Wow, we're actually hearing Gordolf eat these sound effects. What is he eating? Matahari's here too? We still have plenty to drink too. Go on, bottoms up. It's okay if you get drunk.
Glug glug.
Here. Our Lord. This way next.
Ah. Oh yes, I forgot this was still just the snack tray they brought out for the walk. I dare say, this place could give a premium first-class airline a run for its money. I am feeling a bit dizzy now, but that's alright. You can just carry me the rest of the way. Go on then, carry me.
Wow, he's even being carried. Wow. Understood. Not to worry. Woo, good luck. You can do this. You may want to tell them to be careful not to trip, so you don't bang your head and die.
Don't worry, this is the life. Now let's go.
I want food and to be carried away too, like this. Actually, no. Maybe not the carrying part, but I want the food.
Wait, hang on. Where was I going again? And what did I want to do when I got there?
I want some of that food. What was he eating? Gordolf, can't you share some with the rest of us? Ooh, these are hallways. What is this? Strange smelling corridor. Ocean smelling corridor. I am curious about the strange smell. Ocean smells are smelly though, too. But strange smelling, that's different. This corridor smells strange. Strange in a good way? I see a purple mist. Apparently, it is the smell of alcohol. Ew, is it like rubbing alcohol? Like the kind you use to take off nail polish? That stuff smells bad. It hurts my nose. Seems like the smell is getting stronger as you keep going. Ooh, it's stinky here. Act 4. Remedy for Intoxication, Part 2. Ew. Ew. Oh man, exploring is gonna be ew. Okay, if it's not like rubbing alcohol, good then, because that would be so annoying, just smelling that constantly and stronger and stronger. It kind of reeks of alcohol here. Crackle. Looks like your connection is still hanging in there. I am seeing alcoholic fumes in the air on our end too. I probably shouldn't be angry at this point, but I can't help it. Today isn't even a holiday. Just look at all these plates and wine bottles strewn about. Whoever was here must have been holding parties left and right. What a headache.
Are you okay, Master? These fumes should have little effect on us, since we are no longer human. But what about you?
I'm not drunk or anything, but I can definitely feel them. I think I might be a little dizzy. I mean, I didn't get my nap in that earlier room. I wanted my nice nap. Well, that won't do. As a wet nurse, part of my job is to make sure my charges stay healthy. Lord Iemitsu used to have a weak constitution too. I'll never forget his brush with smallpox as long as I live. Anyway, now that you're one of my charges, Lady Misaki, I'll have to make sure you stay in good health too. Please, I implore you not to push yourself too hard. And you'll have a nice rest. I know you have a strong resistance to poison, Master, but that makes it even more concerning that you're feeling these fumes effects anyways. So I'm also going to ask you, please be as careful as you can. And if you notice any changes in your condition, anything at all, please let us know right away, Master. Alcohol, then. So that will be our next hurdle.
Have you noticed something, Lady Sesuin?
Oh no. It's just that I have almost no experience with alcohol. So I'm a touch nervous that I might accidentally become intoxicated and do something unbecoming. Not to mention these habits can get so very steamy. So if for some reason I start stripping mine off, I do hope you'll stop me. Thank you for the warning, Kiara. Normally I would second that request in the strongest possible terms, but right now, you should pay attention to whatever's up ahead. Someone's there. Hari, Scheherazade, yo! Hey girls! Hmm? Do you know these women? Yes, we do. I can tell I can tell from the analysis that they're probably servants from Chaldea. But something is different about them. Well, hello there, my lords. I'm Matahari, and I'll be your Otsuki today. Here, have some of our wine. It's really good, I promise. And I am Scheherazade, an attendant here at the Ooku. I will also be your Otsuki today. Our job on this floor is to welcome and entertain you. Come, you must be tired. You need not think about anything else. Just sit back, eat, drink, listen to my stories, and enjoy yourselves. Do that, and you may even reach your desired destination someday.
I see. Nobutsuna did mention I was not the only servant that had been trapped. He said Kama had personally chosen a couple to be her underlings and assigned them different roles in the Ooku. This must be who he meant.
Then she must have messed with her memories and behavioral principles at the time, turning them into puppets she could control. Oh yes, yes. I can tell at a glance that their minds have been tampered with. I tried running my 5 approaches to meditation program to counteract it, but I'm sorry to say, the effort bore no fruit. It must have been a poor match right at the root level. I have so little to be proud of, and this program is one of the few things to make that list. So I'm a little hurt at how completely it was rendered impotent here. I didn't know even a woman of your talents could feel like sulking sometimes. Oh, but this is no time to be caught up in that. What's an Otsugi? Otsugi are the women in the Ooku, responsible for the altar rooms, tea implements, utensils, and things like that. But they also have one other very important job. So important, in fact, that you can't be an Otsugi unless you can do it. What is it? Party tricks. Huh? Huh? Yes, party tricks, or parlor tricks, or stunts, whatever you want to call them. You know, things like that. Whenever there's a holiday or a party, or some other special occasion, it's the Otsuki's job to liven it up. Though I'm not entirely sure why that is. At any rate, that's why my first criteria when choosing a new Otsugi is whether or not they can do any tricks. I see. That said, while I don't wish to speak ill about your acquaintances, I have to say that their particular choice of outfits is much too provocative. I don't think I would ever have chosen them to be Otsugi myself if they insisted on wearing those, no matter how talented they may be. The Ooku's attendants are devoted solely to serving the shogun and his wife. Just being sexy does not qualify one for the job. In fact, I would say it's very possible to be too sexy. Yes, I'm sure. Those women may be beautiful, but they are also servants, which is to say, fighters. They would never be right for your Ooku. But for this Ooku, a labyrinth built upon the mistaken belief that it is a place of lust and carnal pleasure, they couldn't be more at home. Indeed, I would be surprised to learn that they were not included in this peculiar setting. Loath though I am to say it, they are our enemies now. I am certain, then, that we would be wise to refuse their invitations to eat, drink, and follow them elsewhere. Yes, of course. going along with the requests is absolutely not an option. That said, the question is, what do we do if they try to force us? I want to know what food we're being offered, though. Right. I suspect that's why Kama chose them for this role. And if so, that could make things somewhat difficult for us. So, are you saying these women are extremely talented? It's no exaggeration to say that both of them went down in history for their skills as performers. So if they were to try to use their skills to their fullest to entertain all of you, it would be an incredibly powerful assault. What are you waiting for? There's plenty of food and drink, and of course, I'll be glad to dance with you. I once seduced entire nations and manipulated wars with my gyrating body. Now, you get to drink it in as much as you like. Yes, I too have plenty of food and drink, and no end of stories with which to regale you. We can let this banquet stretch on and on into the night. The food, the wine, my stories, all of it can last for eternity. I will never bore you, nor let you kill me. All I ask is that you drink in my stories.
Though food and drink may be essential for living a full life, we have no need of them now. Stand back.
But you have to get intoxicated. The Ooku won't let you move if you aren't. If you don't get intoxicated now, you will come to greatly regret it. If it were me, I could never bear to face the end, from which you can never return. So please drink and enjoy yourselves, as you listen to my stories. The sooner you do that, the sooner we can take you to an even greater paradise. I'm not so senile that I need your help getting anywhere, young lady. I'm still more than capable of getting where I want to go with my own 2 feet. Well, Lady Par's feet in this case, but you know what I mean. Sion, is there a way to get them back to normal? Sion, tell us how to cure them, and we'll take care of the rest. Yeah, tell us how to cure them. Do I have to throw Hanafuda cards at their faces? Crackle. I thought you would say that. I still have yet to do a detailed analysis, but... Grr, our connection is still unstable. Crackle. Okay, for now, you need to incapacitate them. We cannot do anything else to help them until you do that. Crackle. Master, Matahari and Scheherazade are both part of the reason we came here. They're two of our precious Chaldea companions. We have to rescue them from this Ooku. Please try to help them. No worries, I'll help them. Plus, they are in my Chaldea. They're actually my Chaldea members. Which makes them even more special. Though, I guess I gotta go for the smelly rooms. Oh no, they have bars. I mean, no fear, no fear. And I wish I had all Buster, but it's okay. Scheherazade, you scare me, ma'am. I'll start off using Arjuna. Do I want to use S or my thingy yet? Yes, I do. I will use... yeah, I'll use it. Heh, heh, heh. I like how I can stun both of them. It makes me happy. It makes me feel powerful. And there. Now I'll enjoy some water. I know Yagi said not to engage in drinking and eating, but, you know, Yagi, water is essential, especially when you're walking around a lot. Cheers. Let me pour you a cup. Not Nobu! Why? Why? No, not Nobu. I was gonna use Nobu's Noble Phantasm. That hurt me. That really hurt me. Yo, that wasn't cool. That was not cool at all. Well, I'm still gonna use all Nobu because I have problems. But wow. Wow. First an enemy gave me Buster down, and now Nobu getting attacked down and stuff? When I still have her Noble Phantasm to do? Well, that is a thing. Yo, that attack down did a lot. Oof, that damage. Wait, even more to Nobu? Yo, poor Nobu. Shoot. But yeah, poor Nobu. Nobu's so bullied. Nobu. Big oof. Bye, Matahari. Or should I say Otsugi Matahari? Okay, Scheherazade, let's see how I'm gonna do this. You know, all our Junozawa was fun. Boop. Even though you don't have Buster down, it's okay. Wow, that damage is so tiny. Oh yes, guts. Well, I'm just gonna use this, because why not? Actually, no, I'm gonna stare. I'm gonna use on her. Might as well give her this too. And I'll go Ba. Buster Arts. And there. Bye, Otsugi Scheherazade. Bye, girl. Oh yeah, I forgot you have guts. Oops. I just said it too. Man, this day has been tiring, even with an energy drink. I suffered. You know, Nobu, do the thing. Bye, Otsugi Scheherazade for reals. Yes. Cool. Okay, that worked. It just hurt the tiniest bit.
Worry not. I struck with the back of my blade. You seem to be unusually afraid of death, but you have no cause for concern here. My hand shall lead you to an ecstasy deeper and more titillating than death could ever offer. They may not have great physical strength, but they're exceptionally skilled at striking their opponent's weak points. Thank goodness we somehow managed to neutralize them. I don't know what I would have done if I didn't already know how they fight. Fortunately, it seems only their minds have been tampered with. The rest of their spirit origins appear to be intact. Now we just... Oh? Hiss, crackle. Uh-oh, it looks like we're finally losing our connection. Crackle. I guess you would just have to handle this on your end. Master, can you hear me?
It's the same rules as with Yagyu. So you need... So I need Hanafuda cards, I understand. Oh my. They've gone completely silent. As they say, all things in this world are transient. Now? What do we do? Don't we need to keep that connection going? How are we supposed to figure out how to save those two now? What did Mash say? The same rules as with Yagyu? How do we save Yagyu again? Nah, I remember throwing a Hanafuda card. Shoot, do we have more Hanafuda cards? Hanafuda power! Here up, Par. Now, Hanafuda power! This is how I assert my dominance. Got it. I just have to do the same thing I did back then, right? Okay, I'll draw the power in the card and use it to cast a spell. Here goes nothing. Huh? You guys... Good morning. It feels like forever since I last saw you. What was I doing until now? I think I was... you scared me. And where did you learn to do such a beautiful dogaza? I don't remember it very well, but I have the impression that I made a great deal of trouble for you. I may not deserve your mercy, but please, whatever you do, don't kill me. It would seem they're back to their old selves. Wonderful.
They do not appear to have any memory of the time they spent under Kama's control. I suggest you fill them in, Master.
Okay, good point. Okay, here goes. Look at me explaining. I see. It's all coming back. Yes, me too. I remember I was watching a story from the Far East in the library right before I lost consciousness. Specifically, I was watching the feel-good movie Abaren Boy Yoshimune to learn more about authentic Japanese dogaza. Is that a real movie? Abaren Boy Yoshimune? The next thing I knew, I was in a place that seemed like it could be a scene from that very movie. At first, I thought I was dreaming. So Da Vinci, Holmes, and everyone else were also abducted like we were. Huh. And they might not have been turned into pawns. They might be locked up in the innermost sanctum, or they could be turned into the materials used to build this Ohoku. What a horrible fate. But I suppose the fact that Par and Kiara are the only other ones here must mean that all my acquaintances, my comrades in arms, the benevolent kings, all my dear friends from Chaldea must have been captured. I am terrified of dying, yes. I cannot abide the thought of it. But neither can I abide the notion of losing someone so irreplaceable as my precious friends through my own inaction. So, please, Master, let me help you. Count me in too. I might not be much help in battle, but I can at least act as a decoy. Go ahead and use me however you seem fit, Master. I'll do whatever it takes to save everyone. Thanks, you two. You're the best.
It is a mark of my own failure that I must ask for your help, even knowing how depleting you both must be from your own capture. But right now, the lives of Lord Iemitsu and everyone else are at stake. We need as much help as we can get. You have my thanks for offering yours.
It looks like your connection to Chaldea isn't coming back anytime soon. I'm afraid we'll have to try and make our way through the rest of the Ooku without Mash and Sion's help. It is worrisome that we can no longer contact them, but we have gained 2 capable new companions in their place. Let's do what we can to keep our spirits high. Oh? Is that still not enough to allay your concerns, Lady Kasuga? Forgive me. I wish I could tell you everything will be alright, but I still have a great deal to learn myself, so I'm afraid that a single sermon will not suffice to dispel all unease. Sorry about this, Kasuga no Tsubone. I know I'm not exactly the strongest assassin around. Oh no, it's not that. I would never say anything so rude to anyone willing to help me save Lord Iemitsu. I'm immensely grateful to have you and Lady Scheherazade on our side. My only concern is, well, it feels silly to even mention it under these circumstances, but as the one in charge of the Ooku, I just can't help but feel a bit uneasy about... What? Why does she feel uneasy? What? I'm sorry. I just can't ignore this feeling that the Ooku's very dignity is at stake. Do you think you could at least wear something on top? Anything at all? She's intimidated. She does not... She's very intimidated. Sorry, Tsubone. Sorry, not sorry. We're going as we are. Ooh, decisions. Where do I want to go? Sweet-smelling corridor. Or lightly scented corridor. I'm gonna go to the sweet smells because sweet sounds nice. There's a super sweet aroma. Is this also the smell of alcohol? I was imagining cake or freshly baked cookies. The smell is getting stronger as you keep going. The smell is so intense, it's suffocating. Suffocatingly sweet? The smell is so potent, it feels like it's getting you drunk. Ooh, I get good stuff. Your steps are getting unsteady. Have you lost a little weight? Yo, look at me losing weight from all this exercise. The goal is for us to get you drunk. Dizzying corridor. There's a room up ahead. You want to take a quick break. Well, sorry, Master Misaki, you ain't getting no break here. Or maybe you are. Maybe I am getting a break. Look at us all bonding. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I can understand your concerns, but I really don't have any magical energy to spare on changing my outfit right now. Not to mention, I get the sense that the situation here is even tougher than I thought. So I'd really prefer to stick with the outfit I'm used to. As things stand now, there is no telling when or if we might receive aid. I'm sorry, but I think it is only wise that I conserve my magical energy for matters of life and death. After all, if I were to let my guard down, I could easily end up dead. Well, in the end, I suppose this isn't my Ohoku anyway. And I do also feel like it would be wrong to impose my Ohoku my Oku's customs, and women from different cultures, especially when they're here to help us in our hour of need. So, it's alright, yes. Please, don't worry about it. I am still concerned about the effect this could have on the young page's education, so should we happen to run into any of them here. But I can cross that bridge if we come to it. Thank you for understanding. And please, don't worry. If we end up visiting the real Oku, after we take care of things here, of course we'll be sure to dress appropriately. It's like they say, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. The Japanese in this case. So if you want me to wear 12 layers of kimono, when that time comes, I'll be glad to. At any rate, right now, we should focus on making our way through this labyrinth. Don't worry, Tsubone. I'm sure Matahari and Scheherazade will be great additions to our team. Alright, I think we better get back to... What's wrong, Master? I think I'm starting to get a headache. Master Misaki needs to take a nap. Are you okay? Do you want some water? You know, water's always good. That's strange. We know Master hasn't had any alcohol. This room does admittedly have some very strong fumes, but those alone shouldn't be enough to hurt you. Your cheeks don't look flushed, and I'm sure your resistance to poison is still working fine. I don't see any way you could be intoxicated. So then, why is this happening?
I believe it is time you come clean. You came clean, Lady Sessuin. Earlier, you demonstrated that you know more about this Oku than the rest of us. Perhaps you can explain this change in Master's condition.
Really? That's amazing. Do you think you could tell me what's going on too?
I have no special knowledge personally. Kama was quite clear with us about how this labyrinth works. It just stood out to me more by virtue of my being a nun. If we continue on from the precepts against killing and falsehoods, then I think this floor's theme is a precept against intoxication.
Huh?
Kama mentioned these first to herself. It should be safe to say that these are the themes of each of the Ooku's floors. Themes, you say? Yes, each is the name of one of Buddhism's 5 precepts, doctrines that describe things one must not do if one wishes to attain enlightenment. Fuse Shokai is the precept against killing. Fumo Gokai is the precept against lying. And Fuon Jukai is the precept against drinking alcohol. So if we keep that in mind and think back at what we've done on each floor so far, you should clearly see that thinking at work in designing this version of the Ooku.
Let's see. What did we do so far? On the first floor, we just fought those attendants. Most of them weren't very strong, though.
Hearing that brings to mind the fact that even if these attendants are inhuman dolls, destroying one could be construed as killing.
On the last floor, we had to first lie to ourselves about wanting to move forward, then only follow paths in places that falsely presented themselves as dead ends. So now, on this floor, we have to drink alcohol to progress? I'm afraid we've already forgotten what our goal was earlier in trying to get you guys to drink, but...
Yes, I think I can still vaguely remember that. We were trying to bring you somewhere. I still can't say with any certainty whether becoming intoxicated is necessary to penetrate to the next floor, but if it is, That would mean this Ooku wants us to proceed by breaking these precepts, no?
Yeah, you must be right.
By that token, it would be impossible for us to proceed if we do follow these precepts. So applying that rule to our current situation would mean Master's current poor condition is a result of her coming this far without imbibing.
That definitely sounds plausible. Though it does feel counterintuitive to think she's getting a hangover because she hasn't been drinking. Though if that is the case, her condition might get worse and worse the further we progress. In the worst case scenario, she might no longer be able to stand or start gushing blood from her eyes and nose. I don't want to start gushing blood from my eyes and nose. That doesn't sound very fun.
That's awful. She could end up dead. I am uncertain why these are the constraints by which we are bound here, but if Kama did build the Ooku with them in mind, she must have had a reason for doing so. If that is true, then I thought it might be dangerous to simply go along with whatever she has planned. That is why I declined their invitations earlier. But we absolutely cannot let Master die. I know it is dangerous to have her drink to the point of intoxication, but there is no telling what might happen. But we may also have no alternative.
I can handle the headache. Well, there's a bottle of sake right there. Bottoms up. I mean, didn't Francis Drake give me a drink from the Holy Grail? And that's why I saw multiple mashes. I remember that, so same difference. Oh no, you don't. It's too dangerous to just go along with our enemy's plan, especially when we still don't know what her goal is. Times like this, our best bet is to stall and look for another way out. What do you think pillow talk is for? Maybe there's another way? One where we can safely make our way through without playing into Kama's hands? If there is, I'm not seeing one. Wait, I just got an idea. Master, do you mind if I try a little experiment? What you have in mind? I don't know if this will work, but when you think about it, what does it really mean to be intoxicated? I don't know. I mean, some people can feel tipsy without having so much as a drop of alcohol, right? So I thought I'd try to replicate that with my noble phantasm. Your noble phantasm? You mean? That's right. The one that shares my name. It's a brainwashing noble phantasm. I see. So since Master is unable to become intoxicated through drinking, you want to use your noble phantasm to replicate an intoxicated state in her mind. Right, though I don't know if that'll be enough to convince this Ooku that she's really drunk. It can't hurt to try. You know, let's give it a shot. Sounds interesting. Okay, here goes. Just relax, open your eyes, and let yourself drown in me. I see hearts. How do you feel? I feel great. Yeah, I think I feel drunk. Drunk on love? How are you doing? Does your head hurt? Nope, I actually feel great. So, you've helped Master become intoxicated with so much as a drop of liquor. Perfect. It seems you found a loophole that will let us circumvent the rule. And since you're using your noble phantasm to do it, you can also undo it the moment we leave this floor. This seems perfect.
Nonetheless, given that Master is now effectively intoxicated, the rest of us must work harder than ever. I implore all of you to remain vigilant.
Of course, I will be so very sad to bid farewell to this delightful intoxication, but yes, we must remain on our guard. I overheard the whole thing. I'm still not quite clear how you did it, Lady Matahari, but I can tell that you have saved Lady Misaki from her predicament. Well done! You did great, Pat Pat. Oh gosh, I don't think I've been praised so directly since I was a child. I'm sure you've been through many hardships, but you're still young. That makes you a child in my eyes. Now then, if this "you must be this drunk to proceed" rule really is the premise for this floor, there may be other hidden aspects in line with that rule that could help us make our way through it. So let's all keep a close eye on our surroundings for clues, as well as to make sure Lady Misaki doesn't stumble into any trouble while she's inebriated. Yo, I got this. Walks into a wall. But now I got this. So far I gotta go for the smelly smells that are so smelly while not being too smelly. That's how I'm seeing this. Blurry vision corridor. Yo, that's me every day. Without contacts or glasses. Toasty corridor. Well, I gotta be blurry vision, I think. Look, it's me. Your eyes start to get droopy. The corridor ahead seems to be a pretty long one. I think I made the wrong choice, but it's okay. It's a really long, straight corridor. It's so long, you can't see the end. Ooh, I get some seeds? I don't mind this. Getting seeds is always nice. As you squint, a small Oni suddenly appears before you. You know, I want these seeds first. Yeah, it's fun going blind in the Oku. Second floor was so easy. Just because, I guess, my instincts were decent there. I just followed my gut for where I'd actually want to go. But in this case, I should not follow that. First one, I got wrong a lot. Second one, good. Third one, I'm getting wrong. But it's okay. Oh, thank you, thank you. Little Onis. Little Onis, give me your seeds. I see I can get some seeds here. Great job, Nobu. My bestie Nobu. Ouch. I'm so sorry, Nobu. I can't get rid of your burn just yet. Okay, there. Wait, actually, no. I gotta be smart. I gotta use my skills. I feel like that gauge on the side is gonna be super important and that I should probably fill it. I assume filling it is good. And if not, oops. Oh, that was powerful. This might actually be one of the longest stretches of the wrong way in the entire event. Yo, I want to see this then. I'm curious. What is the next part? Boop. I see darkness. So yo, I got a nice seed. And I got my lantern back. I'm just gonna go for fun. Cloudy vision corridor. Your eyes are getting insanely dry. It's even hard to see the end. Oh, I hate that. Dry eyes are so annoying. How long is this corridor going to go on? Yeah, who knows how long it's gonna go on. By sitting on the occasional sake jug, positioned along the hall, you make your way ahead and rest intermittently. Wow, I'm actually resting? More seeds. I like this. Thank you. The corridor will never end. Wait, it's never gonna end? Well... We'll never say never, right? Vacant Eye Corridor. You're losing focus. Oh yeah, I could do 4 Fate streams next week. That's easy enough. Vacant-eyed corridor. Jugs are lined up in a straight row, so you manage to keep going. You accidentally almost trip over a jug. Is there alcohol in them? Ooh, now I get some pretty bells. Wow, this really is a pretty long path to a dead end though. You peer inside a jug, and a small Oni jumps out from inside. Ah, these are Oni cubby holes. These are where Oni sleep. Or maybe these are where Onis are born. I think Onis might hatch out of jars. Well, now we've learned how Onis are made. They're born from the jar. Ooh, I can use all Buster here. Heh heh heh. And I'll be good, I'll use my skills. Hey there, that's a thing. That's also a thing. Wow, that it gives me evade is so nice. And... well, there. Sorry, not sorry, Onis, but I want to steal your bells now. First I stole your seeds, and now your bells. Man, they're adorable. I'm just imagining them running around with seeds and bells now. Oh, cute. Wait, this one would eventually take you forward? Oh, cool. I'm so curious. I'm gonna be stubborn and go the long path. Passed out corridor. Or tongue-tied corridor. I'm assuming passed out. As you walk through the labyrinth, you're starting to get lost. Yeah, look at me getting lost. Is progressing being made? Or are you just going backwards? Well, I got a thingy. I got Act 4, Remedy for Intoxication Extra. You know, I got an extra thing. That's a good sign. Yay, look at me getting a thing by going the wrong way, I assume. I'm assuming that when you see a purple mist, I know I'm going the right way, but since I'm not seeing a purple mist... or... purple mist? Man, there sure were a lot of earthquakes in the Edo period. I mean, can somebody turn off the moving walkway? Easy does it, Master. The only thing unsteady here is you. I guess I'll just have to lead you, by the hand myself. Don't be afraid to hold on to me, if you need help keeping your balance, okay? I hate to be a bother, but thank you. I'm sorry to put you out like this. Yeah, I hate to be a bother, but thank you. Hold my hand and guide me, pretty lady. Don't worry about it. I'm genuinely happy to help. Usually, whenever I lean or press up against you to try and tempt you, you just get an embarrassed look on your face and make an excuse to run away. So it's a really nice change of pace to have you depend on me so fully. Sure, he wouldn't be this helpless if I hadn't intoxicated you in the first place, but who cares? Okay, here comes a little obstacle. Ready to step over it? You did it. What a big girl you are. Yes, you are. Oh, I'm being babied. Oh no, she's babying me. What's with the baby talk? I mean, I wish I could just curl up in her arms and forget everything else. Goo goo gaga. Oh, I know what that look means, Kiara. You're jealous, aren't you? Am I so transparent? Yes, I admit I am jealous. Despite being a servant, I don't usually have many chances to be of help. So, seeing Master relying on you like that, well, I confess, it got me thinking about all kinds of silly things. Like what it might be like for her to drown in me, desire me, depend on me so thoroughly. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. Kiara, just let me summon you! I'm not sure what you're talking about, but I can kind of tell you're frustrated. Wanna trade? No, I think it best that I decline. I'm sworn to a life of abstinence right now, and I'm enjoying the novelty of the accompanying bondage that entails. Besides, when the time to seduce her does come, all that patient waiting will have been wasted if I do not tend to that delightful task personally, with no assistance. I would hate to be swept up in this place's allure and break my vow. Yikes, I just got chills down my spine. Did I misread her? Is Kiara actually more of a Tamamo type? Let's call the elevator. Go on, Scheherazade. This is your time to shine. Huh? Do you mean open sesame? Oh no. Now she can't even tell the difference between reality and fantasy. Please get a hold of yourself, Lady Misaki. It's just a dead end.
It would seem our decision to follow the path with the fewest alcoholic fumes backfired.
If our understanding of how this Ooku was designed is accurate, maybe we need to go down the path where you can smell the alcohol before you even set foot in it. Let's hurry back and find another way before Lady Misaki starts acting even stranger. Open sesame didn't work. Now they have to hold my hand and guide me again. I am so useless on this floor. Goo goo gaga. Tongue-tied corridor maybe? I'm just gonna go here for fun. Your tongue's getting numb. You can't speak well. That sounds terrible. I don't like the sound of that. Oh, this is the right way? I see purple. Man, I'm bad at this floor. Oh well. If you can't speak, then you'll have to gesture to communicate. I'm just gonna make incoherent sounds. Ba 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 ba. That is how one does. A bustling sound can be heard from inside the room. Ooh, I got more seeds. I like this. Twilight room? That sounds cool. Lots of sake jugs are stacked up in the room. Ooh. And I can get more bells. Let me guess, more oni based on the enemy type. This will be fine. Small oni are having a banquet at the back of the room. Do you want to join? Yeah, I want to join the oni in their banquet. And then I can steal their seeds and bells. I mean, it's not stealing. They're handing it to me willingly, yes. Cute though, there's so many oni on this floor. Amano Jaku. Okay, 4 of them. I will start with using Nobu. As one do. Nobu should be able to take them down, I believe. I believe in the power of Nobu. And Buster. Oof. I mean, great job, Nobu. Look. Nobu did the thing. Okay, there's one left. You know, I don't even have to use a Noble Phantasm. But I will use these skills to be smart. At least somewhat smart. My brain is semi-working. There, look at me filling up that gauge, barely. Oh, Nobu, you really did do the thing. Okay, cool. Now give me your bells. Please. Is there a way forward from here? Ooh, yep, it's a thingy. Double looking corridor. I guess my vision is getting worse here? You're starting to see double. Like when I saw multiple MASH inside of Okeanos. I remember that. This looks like, I don't know. This isn't because you're drunk. Oh. Oh. It's getting hard to count the jugs at the back of the room. You might be seeing double. Well, this is my new superpower. I can see double. It looks like there's 2 corridors too. Ooh, I got some more stuff. That's nice. 2 corridors. Leaning corridor. Heartburn corridor. Well, you know, let's go for the heartburn one because... I don't know, it sounds interesting. You haven't had any alcohol, but your chest is burning. This is a very thin path. The floor is wet. It appears to be alcohol. It appears to be alcohol. I hope it's not like other stuff like pee. Ooh, I'm fighting a rider. Okay, something scary, meaning I should choose Kama with the damage craft essence. I can be semi, like, strategic. A big Oni is flipping the jugs over as it drinks alcohol. Okay, good. So, oh no, wait. If it's drinking from it too, it might be Oni spit on the floor. Ew, I'm walking in alcohol and Oni drool. I mean, that might be too bad. Ooh, that's a big one. Hello, Mr. Red Oni. Yo, I can use all Kama here, perfect. You know, this works out. And there. I'll use this. Increase attack, good. Maybe I can one-turn him by being so awesome. I'll go BQQ. Oh, there's gonna be a rider fight with multiple enemies instead of a boss. Oof, I mean at least Arjuna will be super effective. And Nobu does have the damage bonus, technically, so it's good. Plus Kama hits hard with this essence. I love it. Man, I want to summon Kama just for her art. Just because I like her artist. Okay, I got a pretty lantern. Okay, other way. Leaning corridor. Standing is now impossible. Leaning corridor. You lean along the wall and keep going through the corridor. It feels like you've made progress. Just a bit more. Man, I also need Summer Kama. Okay, squatting corridor? I don't understand the right path. You crouch down a bit to calm yourself down. I guess now I'm just crawling. I'm devolving. I am a bebe. I can't speak. And I can't walk. I gotta crawl. Or awkwardly squatting while walking. The sake jugs placed intermittently make great seats. Squatting corridor. Ooh, look, it's a heart. You know, I could always use more hearts. Master Misaki just awkwardly crawling around now. There's a statue that looks like it'd be comfortable to sit on, but it starts to move the moment you do so. Look at me just sitting on things awkwardly. Oh man, I wonder what the others are thinking. They're just seeing me leaning against walls, awkwardly crawling and sitting on things, walking through mysterious puddles. They're probably like, look at our silly master. Or they might be cringing, and if they're cringing, I don't blame them. Because Master Misaki right now is being really, really awkward. Oh, it's okay, I'll get out of this room soon enough. Okay, there. Make myself extra buff. This should be good. Maybe? Though look at the statue I was trying to sit on. I'm like, ooh, look at this. It looks so comfy. Which part do you think is the comfiest? The fangs? The claws? Or the horns? Or those rock-hard muscles? Heh. Now to continue on my journey. Nice. Okay, thank you for the lantern. Crawling corridor. Oh, yo, now I'm actually crawling for reals this time. It's getting tough. You proceed slowly as you try to hold down all that alcohol you didn't drink. Instead of having them carrying me, I'm just crawling. Look at me crawling on the floor, as one does. Yep, as one does. It looks like a big room. Maybe you could rest here a bit. Yeah, resting while throwing a tantrum, apparently. I feel so sorry for the others just watching me crawl around. Or maybe they're into that. They're like, oh, look at Master being like a little baby. Okay, now it's a savage idol. And I'll use my skills, I'll be good. Look at me raising that gauge. And there. There. Great job, Arjuna. Okay, time to crawl some more. I think I'm doing a good job at crawling awkwardly. Ooh, that's a big room. Daybreak room. Ooh, giant wandering maidservant and a trifling illusion A. That sounds fun. Giant maidservant and an illusion. Cool. Will I get another pillbox? I wouldn't mind becoming more powerful. I need more accessories. I gotta get that epic drip. Kusabi no ni. Okay, yep, this looks like an area where I can get a nice accessory, as one does. Oh, perfect! I can finally get rid of Nobu's burns. I have her buster that has a thing on it. Now I'll use my skills before I forget. Brain is working. And there. Great job, Arjuna. Ooh, hello, hello. Okay, that was pretty good. And now Arjuna can probably end this. Especially since Buster defense sound is still active, so boop. Great job, Arjuna. Okay, nice. Ooh, yay, cutscene. He's not a bad person, but he always just does whatever the retired shogun wants. It wouldn't make any difference if he was here or not. His only purpose is to keep the line of succession alive. All anyone cares about is my father.
They never look to me for guidance, only him. Why? I'm doing the best I can in my own way. He's just Lord Ieyasu's son. Shut up. He's just a figurehead. Shut up. He's just there to carry on the Tokugawa name. Shut up, shut up, shut up.
Don't worry about them. Think about it. If all they care about is your father, that means you're less encumbered than anyone else. It means you are freer than anyone else. I love that freedom of yours. I'm the only one who does. It's a beautiful day. Why don't you go hunting with your falcon? Yo, he has a pet falcon? Acquired second shogun Tokugawa Hidetada's Inuro. Well, more for my collection. Another accessory for me. And a delicious zinc quartz. Nice. Cheer-inducing corridor. I mean, it's the only way forward. Like turning a new leaf, you feel much better. Okay. The corridor is split in two paths. Might as well take the opportunity to try both. I mean, maybe? Okay, I see purple mist. That means I'm going the right way. Oh, two paths. Okay, okay. I got this. No, I don't. Want to dance corridor. Hazy corridor. You know what? Let's dance. Let's assert our dominance by dancing. This corridor smells strongly of alcohol. Your body somehow is dancing to a beat. Your passionate heart grooves to the beat. I went from crawling to dancing. As one does, right? That's the natural progression. What am I doing? Want to dance corridor some more. Okay, I'm dancing more. As you dance through the corridor, a jaunty rhythm reaches you from somewhere near its end. Ooh, another fight. You know, no fear. It ain't a rider, so no fear. A giant snake is dancing merrily. Time for a dance-off. As one does, you know, a dance-off with a giant snake. I'm just imagining me doing... I don't know, just flopping about. Yo, who's gonna win? Me or this dancing big snake? Now I believe in myself. I'm gonna do great. I believe in my dance skills. I might be the only one who believes, but I believe. And now let me do Buster, Buster, Buster. As one do. When you're me. You're there. I think I won the dance competition. Look at my dance skills. I'm so professional, right? I got some nice mysterious divine wine. And of course, another lantern. Ooh, 3 decisions. Vomit-inducing corridor. Ew. Heavy heart corridor. Sounds sad. Rapid talking corridor. You know, let's go rapid talking. You're in high spirits, and you can't help but to talk rapidly. Rapid talking corridor again. Boop. Let's just keep quiet. But talking, rapid talking. Oi. Well, I'm assuming I'm going the right way now, just because of the purple mist. Ew though, vomit-inducing corridor. That's a nasty one. Compelled to lecture corridor. Oh no, I don't want to just lecture stuff. All this trying to keep quiet has you itching to talk. Actually, no. I don't want to be lectured either. Mumbling can be heard from inside the room. Okay, let's chat away. Shino Nome room. Ooh, and I get a nice Saint Quartz, you know, it's so worth it. I would love more Saint Quartz, thank you. Thank you, room. This is a good room. I appreciate it. Ooh, yay! I can get more of those pillboxes. Kusabi no Juyon. Got this. No, this one's so strong. Look at that HP. Understandable. It's just asserting its dominance, yo. I will use Arjuna, Nobu, Arjuna. I mean, I could technically just use Om Nobu here, but nah. And there. Oof. Man, this ghost really is tanky. Even went the defense down. Man, it might have been better if I just used regular attacks here. Big oof. Oh well. No regrets. Okay, that was pretty good for Buster. Wait, confusion? I'm confused. What does confusion do? Oof. Okay, that hurt more than I thought it would. What's confusion? Chance to skill seal each turn? Oh, I do not like that. You know, I really do not appreciate that, ma'am. Can you just, like, not do that to my skills? Castoria, please do the thing. I don't like Kusabi no Juyon. She's scary. Well, that was pretty good. Poor Arjuna. Oof. And you have a good day at work. Oh no, poor Nobu. Oh, that was really bad. Well, just in case, you know, let's just have her do her thing. Oh, I feel fear now. I mean, no fear. Uh-oh. Okay, nice. At least Castoria lived. She has avenged my lovelies. Acquired 14th Shogun Tokugawa Iemochi's Inro. Aw, no whispers. But I did get some nice saint quartz, so heh heh heh. Heh heh heh. Burst out laughing corridor. You don't know why, but it's starting to get fun. Oh no, I'm going crazy. I'm just crawling, dancing, laughing. I feel kind of bad. I'm just going insane. Even the sight of rolling chopsticks can send you into a laughing fit right now. Am I laughing while dancing? Am I laughing while crawling? Maybe I'm just flopping around by laughing. The corridor continues. So fun. Maybe there haven't really been as much cutscenes because they're probably just like cringing way too hard at the way I'm reacting in this place. They're like, look at our master. Look at her. Just stare. Let's do not engage too much. Foment corridor? What's foment? Even the slightest thing bothers you, and you spew nonsense. Oh no, now I'm just being pissy. I feel so bad for the others in my party. You want to wrap yourself up, get all touchy-feely. Wait, what am I doing? Well... Yeah, I feel bad. I'm just being really, really awkward. Touchy-feely, huh? There's a big snake coiled up. Time for a hugging contest. The last snake, I had a dancing contest. Now I'm just hugging it. Did I try rolling for Kama or Kiara? I gave one multi-pull to Kiara solo, and then I gave 2 multi-pulls to Kiara and Kama's thing, and then neither of them came home, but it's okay, I got another Yagyu. Okay though, time for the hugging contest. Let me give you a big hug. Look at me hugging snakies and maidservants. I'm just running up to them and trying to hug them, as one does. And the other's probably like, no, Master, don't do that. Master Misaki, no, get back here. Like, sorry, not sorry, but they look so huggable. I think I'm gonna win the hugging contest though. I'm just gonna keep on hugging until I squeeze them enough for them to pop. That's how I'm gonna win this one. Look at me just hugging them. Oh no, I hugged them too hard. I broke them. As one does when you're me hugging. And there. Nice. Choked up corridor. Tears start to roll down your face. Oh no, now I'm just crying. For some reason, you can't help but cry. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo-hoo. The tears won't stop. And you're getting sleepy. Yo, I'm crying myself to sleep here? Realistic. Very realistic. Maybe I'm crying because I got some voids dust in my eye. Ooh, dawn room. The room is resplendent, like the dawning sun. Ooh. Oh, I see. Okay, this is the multi one. I can tell because I see multiple types. And I still see a thingy that gives me fear. You know, I'm just gonna use Castoria and just hope for the best. This looks to be the end of this floor. Okay, that's far enough. I think we better take it from here, okay? I can't say I approve of eavesdropping. One cannot truly immerse the listener in a tale unless the story is being told face to face.
I had no intention of showing myself here. My only purpose was to see what sort of state our guests were in. But it is as I suspected. You may be following the letter of the law, but the spirit is completely absent. You two are no longer Oku attendants, and the girl only appears to be intoxicated.
I'm impressed you figured it out. That's right, the floor hasn't spun all the way around. I'm just gonna be crawling still while crying and dancing at the same time.
It's hard to believe you made it this far while forsaking drink and banquet alike. How did you do it?
If you find that puzzling, maybe you should have a few drinks yourself. It might at least help you with your worry lines. Even if you can't hold your liquor, you could still substitute it with a cup of tea and a tasty snack. Earnestness is an admirable quality, but you'll never win people over if you don't occasionally have fun with them.
Ha! I would gladly imbibe myself if necessary. I only refrain in order to fulfill my task of ensuring that others drink.
I see. So you are not here to stop us, but only to see how Master is doing. Why, that makes it sound as though you were more concerned with our current condition than with the fact that we have managed to come so far. That in turn suggests that you do not care how far we penetrate into the labyrinth, but only whether or not we have been breaking each floor's precept, yes?
We have already determined that this Ooku was a conception to the 5 precepts. Thus, I will ask you only once, Nobutsuna. Are you certain you do not know Kama's true objective? Whatever hasty reasoning you may have caused you to go over to her side, you are still the man once known as Wise Izu. If there is an answer to this mystery, surely you must have realized it. A foolish question, if there ever was one. Even if I have realized her goal, why would I share that information now? Indeed, it would be especially worthless and more troublesome to share that with one clearly more foolish than myself.
That sounds like you do know it. Come on, why not just tell us? Well, we're all here then. Whatever this goal is, it's obviously important enough for you to turn us into your pawns and use us to make others to drink. So come on, tell us. After what you put us through, don't we have a right to know?
Do not make me repeat myself. The signs are already there. If you still fail to understand, it is only because you have You've overlooked them. At this point, I can do little else but laugh. Still, I am glad that I need no longer talk around the precepts. That will make things much simpler for me. There is only one thing this floor requires of you: intoxication. Fail to drink to excess, and you will die. You may have been able to deceive everything else on this floor, but you will have no such luck with these guards.
Oh my, 2 of them? Really? Isn't that a bit excessive? This is certainly one way to enforce your mandate of intoxication, but it is so inelegant. It's left me so turned off.
Nobutsuna, if you will not share what you know, then we have nothing more to discuss. Stand down or be slain. Of course I will stand down. It is not my job to fight you, but theirs. But first, let me warn you of just one more thing, so as to avoid any more foolish questions. Resistance is futile, really truly futile. None of you can hope to defy Lady Kama. This very Ogu was made to have you succumb. Sooner or later, you will find yourselves unable to progress until you give in to depravity. After all, who do you think placed these corridors and staircases to begin with? It is only thanks to these staircases that you were able to make your way further and further inside. The way down could have been a pitfall or a line of spears, but instead, you need merely contend with stairs. Why? Because that is what Lady Kama decided. There is no greater significance, nor does there need to be. This is no different. Lady Kama decided all these paths ahead of time, and there is no way you can go against them. Once you decide to delve into the Ogu, Lady Kama already had you exactly where she wanted. All you can do now is resign yourselves to your fate.
What floor are we at? I'm ending the 3rd floor? After going crazy? Going full baby mode, crying, then I start dancing and hugging stuff and just babbling about as one does. You just did it again. How dare you say your piece and walk out without giving us a chance to respond? I know I raised you better than that. Get back here right now, Lord Nobutsuna, or you'll be going to bed without your supper again.
As I suspected, it would seem we have no choice but to defeat these creatures before we can proceed. Shinkageryu is not meant for party tricks, but it should still be well suited to bring the festivities to an end.
I like how she's threatening to ground Mr. Nobutsuna. You know, I'll probably go to sleep without eating dinner because I'm lazy. I'm too lazy to warm anything up right now. After I finish the floor, I'm gonna summon some more, watch some YouTube videos, and then probably knock out. A decent end to the night, if I do say so myself. Okay, let's see how this goes. I'm gonna use all Buster. The power of Buster compels me. I think this should be fine-ish. I'll use that. I'll use this. I'll use this too. Oof, I wish it would automatically give them Buster down first thing, but soon enough. I'll probably unlock that, you know? And since there's 2 big ghosties, I might get 2 more pillbox accessories. Which sounds nice. And then in the morning, if I wake up early enough, I can warm up some pizza. Some leftover pizza. Delicious. Or I'll just eat it cold if I'm too lazy. I don't mind cold pizza. Cold pizza is fine as long as it's not frozen. Because frozen stuff hurts my teeth.
Kusabi no Hachi survived. Well, Kusabi no Hachi, Arjuna's gonna finish you. Heh heh heh.
What flavor of pizza? My favorite, aka pepperoni and mushroom. Like, that's just my go-to. It's my standard. Sometimes I'll be fancy and get other toppings. But if there's only like 2 free toppings, I'll go for pepperoni mushroom. Oh? Wow, what a fast cutscene. It's another pillbox. This one says Yoshimune. I know that name. It must have belonged to Abaren boy Yoshimune. He was a very good king. He did have a bad habit of dressing up like a commoner and slipping out of his castle. But that is nothing His Highness Harun al-Rashid hasn't done before either. Perhaps this is just how people of noble birth like to relax. Anyway, it looks like there's no one stopping us from moving on to the next floor now. Hang on just a little more, Master. I'll undo your drunken state once we get there, okay? I'm not drunk. I'm not. Thanks, Matahari. If my theory is correct, then we have 2 large floors ahead of us, one for each of the remaining precepts. That would put us on the home stretch of our little marathon session, so to speak. Do be careful, everyone. I'll be careful. I got this. Nah, I'm not gonna be careful. I'm just gonna dive on in later. Acquired 8th Shogun Tokugawa Yoshimune Inro. Yoshimune's Inro. Another nice accessory for me. Delicious Saint Quartz, which looks like candy. I kinda want candy now. Stairs to the 4th level. Boop. There we climbed, and now I can summon. Maybe, just maybe, I finally won their favor and they'll come home to me. I'll do single summons. Because I don't have enough for a multi-summon. You know, let's see. Collection of mysterious masks. I still want that other mask from the summer event. It was an awesome looking mask, the one with hands on it. I want that cursed death mask. I feel cool. Hey there, Medea. Medea, I want to summon your lily form. Though I think my Jason would be terrified. But it's worth it. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Hello, Hector. I'm getting some nice, mana prisms. Cool. Hey there, Ruined Church. Let's see who it'll be. Oh? Who is it? Hey there, Stalfo! This is a win. Hey there, Stalfo! That's a good summon. I'm happy. Hey there, Serenity. I used my tickets, now just regular summons. Boop. I still love how Yagi is just awkwardly standing in the background. Hey there, Matcha. Now let's see. Hey there, Babbage. And now who will it be? I got a codecast. I was expecting to get some event craft essences too. Okay, and now the 2-time summon. Who will it be? Hey there, Serenity. I think she likes me. And the Potion of Youth. Well, that's how I stay hydrated. I drink the Potion of Youth. At least I get paid tomorrow, so I get to decide after I buy some stuff if I'll, like, how much I'd want to give to Kama and Kiara as like an offering of my love and dedication, you know? I gotta think about it. Yeah, I just gotta think. Think. Ah, well. That was fun. Second level, I barely made any wrong choices, which I think is amazing. First level, I made a lot of wrong choices. Third level, I made a lot of wrong choices. So this says stuff about my morals, maybe. So I feel kind of proud, you know? I think that should be a proud thing. I don't know necessarily, but I'm gonna just feel proud, because why not? So yay. I get to just think now tonight. So thank you everyone for stopping by the stream. I hope everyone has a great rest of your day and epic gacha luck. I will watch some YouTube before knocking out, as one does. And I'm just gonna think about the pizza that I could have had tonight, but nah, I'm lazy. I'm far too lazy, I already know it. So I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. That pizza is tempting though. But nah, I will resist. Breakfast pizza sounds satisfying too.